going on, everybody? We're back once again with another FaceIt cast. We're on the dark mode, match number 3 in a row, man. These guys, they just put all their games at the end of the season, so we just have a ton of stuff that we have to watch for here as the playoff cut continues to narrow. Once again, I'm joined by Abdallah, amigo. He's now dead on Mondays, so it's me and Abdallah once again. I think this Avidity team, man, they're starting to feel it a little bit. They got that win over Exo, 3-2. Dark mode, they're looking really, really good. This is a tough one because both these teams, they looked like they were low-key out of the playoff cut. If you were to ask me at maybe like noon yesterday, I would have been like, yep. Or maybe noon on Saturday because that's when Avidity played. But noon on Saturday, I'd be like, yeah, Dark Mode and Avidity probably missing out. But honestly, I may not have your audio on now that I think about it. But hopefully that fixed that. Anyways, yeah. Where was I going? Yeah, I think things are really, really starting to turn around. Both these teams, I think, are playing their best Overwatch of the season right now, which kind of sucks that we're going to see them in what is essentially an elimination game tonight. Dark Mode doesn't need this one as badly as Avidity, though. Let me accept your collaboration request. Sorry. Responding to WK and DMs. It's WK's fault. But yeah, it's a tough one to choose, and I think I don't know. I think picking dark mode. It's gonna be a hard thing to do. You guys have won all the matches. I've decided not to pick you, so I'm gonna rock Avidity again because I gotta keep my consistency going. I gotta keep Downy Nightmare or not Nightmare Dark mode because as soon as I pick you guys to win, you guys are just gonna like shit the bed.
Yeah, honestly, I want you to press to lose. So, if history repeats itself, hopefully Darkman gets out a win here. But yeah, I mean, listen, man, this game could definitely go either way. Like you said, Avidity has been heating up with that recent 3-2 victory against EXO. They pulled out that dominant style that we haven't really seen much in North America, but it's been pretty prevalent in KR. So interested to see if they're gonna pull it out here again today. I want to note, Avidity, they do have Pella, who is one of the most notorious ball players in North America. So they really like to play that ball style. So it's going to be a good matchup nonetheless, and I'm just excited to get into this match here.
100%. I'll go ahead and go through the rosters really, really quickly. Avidity, Pella Noxious, McChicken, Graveyard Regime. Don't think we're going to see any swaps from the bench with this team. I think it is kind of an all 5 stars play it out. And honestly, it's pretty much the same with Dark Mode as well. Don't have to really worry about benches here. Both these teams going pretty head to head. But this Avidity team's really, really strong. Abdallah already touched on Pella. Very, very notorious. I think been at the top of Masters and Tier 2 for so long. And then McChicken has been playing really, really well in this Metro as well. Really starting to break into it with this Avidity roster. Was on Anomaly last season with these guys as well. They're a really, really strong team. Was a playoff favorite. And we'll see if maybe they can return to it here. And then let's take a look at Dark Mode as well right before we get into the match room. And we saw this team twice yesterday. So, I mean, if you don't know them by now, you gotta check
Get
your
to know him.
sources or something, bro. Like 2 massive wins yesterday. Crowy, Mouthful, Vex, Triplet, and Switch. Everyone on this roster played really, really well yesterday. We'll see if they can carry that momentum into the match today. And if you guys have that momentum carried throughout the entire week, I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna drop a series. Like it's not like no glaze, but it really could happen. Just with the talent that this roster has. You've touched on it a little bit as well. You like just kind of like mechanically, like you guys think you have the best mechanical players in the tier, so you can kind of play around that to kind of find wins.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a big thing for Dark Mode is, like you said, we want to keep that momentum going from yesterday. Those 2 wins were absolutely huge. I mean, if anybody tuned into that Tanuki series, that may have been a world record sweep. I think it was a 44 minutes game time. Nobody expected that, not even myself. So, I'm excited here for this match. Hopefully we can carry the momentum. But Avidity is not a foe to underestimate. Especially in the past week or so. They have been kind of getting into form, but Darkmode's been getting into form too. So I'm gonna stand on my pred. They're still here in this warm up, but match should be starting pretty soon now.
Yeah, Matchroom is open. Dark Mode getting the first map pick, but I think we're going to get a little bit of delay. The chit says I feel like Avidity should have a much better record than they do considering the talent they have. It's probably a fair assessment. You could argue that for both teams, though. Both these teams have probably underperformed so far this season. They're trying to make it up at the end here. And honestly, one of them has to miss playoffs. It's just a tough scenario. But the draft's in for Dark Mode. It's going to be choose Ilios, ban on, and we know what's coming. It's on the
Yep,
way. It's gonna be the
it's
hog
on the way.
once again, man. I can't do it anymore. It kills me. We're gonna see a little hog. I think Avidity is kind of a Cat Bastion team too, so like it could be the exact same year we saw versus Tanuki the Autobahn. Obviously, covering for the hog a little bit as we go ahead and get into this one soon. As Avidity has locked in their ban as well. Also, I'll run my own preds because my mods are lazy. I'm kidding. Uh, Prediction, map 1, dark mode, Avidity. You guys get 2 minutes. Have fun. Enjoy the pred. Yeah, but I think this should be a really, really good game. Dark mode, honestly, don't need this one as badly as Avidity just because you have so many games left. Like, you're already at 7 wins. You want to get to 9 to be in the picture, and you have 4 matches left. So even if you lose this one, if you win out, you're still good. Obviously, you really, really want to win this one. Um, and the goal is 9 wins, but you really, really want 10 just to make sure it's not up to chance at all. That's definitely the kind of move here. Avidity, though, much kind of different scenario. They don't have those extra matches to play with, I believe. They are sitting at 7-5 right now, I think. They've already played 12 games, and so they're trying to win these last 3 out to lock in a playoff berth as well. They'd get to 10 wins, but obviously going to be really, really hard, and a 2 out of 1 might be the kind of the play. So loser of this one in a really, really tough spot as both teams have really, really hard matches left at the end of this as well. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but um, I'm just excited for the playoff in general. I made a tweet today that was like, I think all 10 teams that I have kind of at the top of my power rankings could win the entire thing, and 2 of them aren't even going to be in the playoff. Like, that is kind of insane.
Yeah. It's ridiculous how tight the league is this season. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty new to FaceIt. I took a bit of like a 2-year hiatus from Overwatch, but coming back into this scene, I don't think it was ever been this competitive. So it's been a pleasure to watch, despite my team kind of starting off slow. But we've been turning it around, so hopefully we can continue that again today in this match. Yeah, honestly, just really excited to get into this match. I think they're still in the warm up, stalling it out. So hopefully we can get in here soon.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get into this one very, very quickly. Also, unlike yesterday, we actually have other matches we can look at the scores during the pauses in between today. I'll go ahead and run through those really quickly just because I like seeing what else is happening. It's going to be Nightmare versus Grimoire. Oh, wait, we actually are an hour early, aren't we? Never mind. Not going to be doing that. But anyways, other matches today, starting in an hour. Nightmare versus Grimoire, Team DDD versus Element Normal, Artemis versus Leica, which is a really, really important seeding game. Leica basically have to win that game. And then the Fallen versus Team Missing should actually be a solid game as well. So some interesting things happening in the rest of Masters. We'll see how those bake out. But this is probably the most important game of the day. And I think it's going to hopefully be a really, really good one. Also, those of you looking further ahead at the playoff picture, Amplify have fallen from grace since the start of the season. Don't really know what's going on in Amplify land, but I think they sit at 8 wins right now. And they have 2 games remaining, one against Dark Mode, which right now I would honestly probably take Dark Mode in, and then one against Team DDD. And Team DDD have the opportunity to just absolutely cook Amplify's playoff berth away if they win that game.
Yeah, Amplify losing Axearth has proven to be a big toll on the team. Axearth, I think, probably the best Maga player in Masters, and with Maga being so strong this season, they kind of dominated early in the season, and I don't even think anybody expected that. But with him taking a step back, it's been kind of tough for them slotting in Brayden. Um, so unfortunate for Amplify, but maybe they can kind of still sneak into the playoff picture. Who knows?
They definitely can make it. If they beat Team DDD, they should be at 9 wins, and they should be able to get in based off of several different tiebreaker metrics because they have really, really strong wins. It's just they've just really fallen off lately. So Team DDD, although you are not making playoff and you're probably getting auto relegated, you have the opportunity to do like the funniest thing ever. So I don't know. I kind of want to see it happen. I don't know if that's like hater behavior or what, but I just think it would be really, really interesting to see.
Yeah, everyone loves an upset, so I'd like to see it happen.
No, you know who doesn't love an upset? Pirate doesn't love an upset, bro. He's got
Why
on
not?
multiple like mini tangents about how he always cheers for the favorite and shit, bro.
Interesting take from Pirate.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He doesn't understand the love for the underdog, bro. It's because
Yeah,
his team was #1 for a while, and he doesn't want people to hate on them, bro.
I
Siska
see.
3 streak, bro. Holy cow.
Yeah,
Locked
he's
back in.
probably a Warriors fan back in the day.
I don't think he even watches basketball. The Lord knows. This season has been by far the best since I started covering it. Yeah, Dex, this is an insane season in Expert and Masters, bro. Like I feel bad because I feel like I've been neglecting Expert, but there's just been so much to watch in Masters that like I don't know. I'm doing Expert on Wednesday though, 100%. Just because that's going to be the day that basically determines who's in the playoff and who isn't. So, that'll be my expert day this week. And then Thursday, I think the only game that's there right now is an expert game. So it'll probably be expert Wednesday, Thursday, and then Masters the rest. It's kind of my plan right now. But hey, we'll see what happens as we're getting into this one. Also, if you didn't see, Avidity took away Cassidy on this one.
Okay, so I think DarkMode's gonna be forced to play that Cat Bastion, and you know, if you watched the matches yesterday, you know what DarkMode's gonna pull out here. It's gonna be that Roadhog Cat style. It's kind of our ace up our sleeve, but you know, now that people know that we play it, I'm not sure if it's gonna work as well. So we'll see here on this Ilya as well. Let's see if Crowley hovers that hog. Yep.
He's hovering the hog. The big thing is this team hasn't had really much time to prepare for this at all. You showed it yesterday in your second match of the day. So this team had maybe overnight to prep for it. I don't know if they have gotten an ounce of prep against maybe a warm-up team playing it. So we'll see if they're able to handle it or not. Pella obviously on the Malga. So I think definitely expecting the Roadhog, but execution is everything. And we'll see if they're able to get it done here. Vex is going over to the Bastion and Mouthful. Maybe going over to the Reaper here. I think that's probably the pick I would go for if I was him. Tracer's fine as well. But
Yeah, there's only so much prep you can do against Crowley, also known as the Brick Wall. Some have coined him. You know, you can prep all you want, but when a Hog player is hitting all his hooks, it's kind of hard to counter that. So let's see if Crowley continues his dominance here.
Kairos, thank you for the sub, brother. Big props. Yeah, Crowley looking for a hook. Just going to set up on the high ground here.
Yeah, Pella on that Malga. Pella known mostly for the ball, but Malga probably in trying to counter that hog pick that we know we're going to play. And McChicken with the first blood on the mouth. The hook goes wide from Crowley, and Amplify taking the first kill here. Crowley not able to find much value with the hook so far, and Amplify with the first point. Or sorry, not Amplify, Avidity with the first point cap.
Yeah, Crowley looks like just dying on the point here. Almost gets a hook on to a Graveyard, but the cat going to be able to stay alive here. Also, I just noticed this. Regime's playing Kiriko and Graveyard's playing Jetpack Cat. I thought Regime was playing the Cat, at least during the early parts of the season, so maybe they've swapped that up a little bit here. As Pella is just going to die here, Vex.
Pella.
Hoping to find this trade with Switch, and it may be a little over-aggressive for Avidity. I think they're going to surrender this point immediately back over to Dark Mode. It's Graveyard able to find a trade on the way out onto Vex.
Yeah, Crowley instantly swapping over to the D.Va once he sees that Malga. Really good heads-up play from Crowley. I mean, you can still make the hog work, but if you're Crowley, you just make your life easier. Go ahead and swap over to that D.Va. And Avidity kind of giving up that point prematurely. Pella pushing up a little bit too much, and Vex able to capitalize on that and secure the point cap for Dark Mode.
Yeah, Dark Mode. I think they kind of got handed this point. A big gift here right now is Ult's starting to come online. Switch a little bit ahead on the Curie Rush as opposed to Regime. And Ult's going to be super, super important in this one. We'll see what Triple wants to do with this Cat ult. It's really, really lethal on to the Malga. Spella just forcing the point for now, trying to make something happen and trying to poke out the Bastion. As the turn is in from Noxious, looking for Vex, but Vex very, very healthy right now. Popping the Bastion ult. See if he can find anything as Pulse hits Crowley, the D.Va, out of the mech now. Big pulse from McChicken, but Pella and Regime so low as Noxious in his Bastion ult. Dark Mode still holding on to the point. Triplet using the Cat ult here. Not going to find anything and needs to stay alive. Vex going to be
Crowley unfortunately losing his mech, so no point presence for Dark Mode. And Vex gets dropped by his Cat, loses the duel to Noxious, and should be an easy point cap for Avidity here.
Yeah, Avidity find this immediate kind of flip here. Dark Mode did a nice job stalling that out there. Crowley just eats that pulse bomb once you're out of the mech. Really, really easy follow-up for Avidity on this kind of Malga Bastion comp. I don't know. I don't think there's a lot that you can do without your D.Va alive. I'm not going to lie. Just way too much damage. Yeah. But you have the Curie Rush now. Regime has it to mirror. He did invest a few ults at the end of that one, so curious to see how you want to take this fight, knowing that Pella has the cage. Graveyard also has this Cat ult.
Yeah, the advantage with the D.Va here against the Malga and the Cat Bastion mirror is that the D.Va can kind of matrix the swing of the other Cat Bastion team, but when your mech's offline, there's really not much you can do. So Pella just kind of walks his way down to the point, just takes all the space he needs, pops the cage onto Crowley early, Regime with the rush, but switch with another to match, but Crowley already lost his mech, so rush was maybe a little bit too... Fuck, what's the word?
I actually think that's a good fight for
ambitious.
DarkMode. Just because Regime mirrors the rush in the cage, so you're trading out your rushes, and I think your ult cycle is going to come a little bit quicker here. So you should be able to get into this one pretty quickly. I mean, like, rush cage for rush is not super bad. It, like, baited out Regime's rush almost. I don't even know if they needed theirs, to be honest. McChicken has a pulse bomb here. You have to let this rotate. Noxious looking to go early here as McChicken just kind of fighting Mouthful for now. And Crowley's so low, has the bomb, and going to use it here. He needs to stay alive as Pella's going to fall. Avidity, they try to play early here, but they don't find any kills. It looks like DarkMode is going to come out on the other side with usage of the bomb. Now starting to make their way over to the point as Regime falls as well, and Noxious looking for a trade onto Vex. Crowley helping to DM a lot of the Bastion damages. It looks like McChicken just kind of stalling the point for now. Mouthful finds the cleanup in DarkMode, find the flip here.
Yeah, Pella unfortunately once again getting a little bit too aggressive on that Malga all the way into the enemy team spawn. Gets first picked, and once the enemy tank is down, DarkMode kind of just walk their way onto the point, take all the space that they want. Vex with the Bastion ult, triplet with the Cat ult, only ults online for DarkMode, and Avidity only with the Bastion ult as well, so it's going to be an interesting last fight here on this Ilios. Oh, but the
Triplet gets a big Cat ult.
Wow, absolutely huge.
Lifted off the map. Triplet try not to trade, and Vex able to clean up Noxious as well. Staggers would be so good here. Any amount you can get Graveyard. Trying to live on the outskirts, it looks like. I don't know if this Cat is going to get hunted down. I think maybe just going to be a little bit too hard. Crowley, though, really trying to look for it. Looks like DarkMode just going to surrender the hunt for the Cat
Pella on the
here.
ball now.
The big thing is Noxious is a really long respawn now that he's on the Bastion, and Graveyard isn't really taxing. It looks like Graveyard is going back for him, but yeah, Pella on the ball, going to get poked out so hard here early. Look at the HP, and gets killed by Triplet. Big opener for DarkMode to work with. As Vex using the Bastion, nothing found. His point still being balanced for now. Mouthful going to die, though, to Graveyard. Pella's still dead, but Regime trading a 4v3 in DarkMode's favor, trying to secure this one as Graveyard really low. McChicken able to grab another touch here as Graveyard is going to get immediately blown up by Vex. And it's really just the Tracer left. Pella is back on the ball. McChicken using the recall here, has a pulse bomb. It's going to have to be generational, but nothing going to be found on it. Crowley able to hunt down this Tracer player. And a really scrappy last fight for Avidity. I think it's just going to be Regime left on this Lucio's DarkMode. Eventually find all this follow-up and find a 1-0 lead here on Ilios.
Yeah, good start from DarkMode. Crowley just kind of able to be everywhere on that D.Va all at once. You know, first couple fights were a little bit rough. Lost his mech a little bit early, but, you know, those last two fights, you could see all the value he was having on the D.Va flying around, matrixing the Bastion. Just able to do a lot of work here on this D.Va, and you know, Vex and Mouthful also pulling their weight. It could have gone either way, though. Really good touches from Graveyard and McChicken and Pella, but Pella unfortunately not able to live long enough on the ball there.
Yeah, Pella did a nice job. I think the touch balancing was honestly really nice from Avidity. It's unfortunate they weren't able to get into that one, but honestly, just kind of an homage to DarkMode finding all of those follow-up kills there. It's an easy fight to blunder away, especially with how Avidity was playing it, so it's good on them. We'll see if they can convert a second point here if Avidity find themselves back into it. Pella sticking it out on the Malga. Looks like really no comp changes from either team. Going to see a run back of the first point as Vex taking space towards the high ground early on the point. Noxious here meeting him on the Bastion. Is Noxious going to get put down by Vex. Big kill early as Vex finds a second on the Bastion. And DarkMode picking up right where they left off here. Should be able to find this early cap.
Yeah, we've seemingly leveled up on the Cat Bastion comp from about a week ago. You know, this comp was not even in our arsenal, but these scrims recently have kind of proven that we are able to take that Cat Bastion mirror versus these teams, and Vex putting in a lot of work on this Bastion. 18-3 so far in this lobby, so big shout out to Vex here on this Bastion.
Kraken says, hello, day drinking Parker. I don't even day drink anymore, so fuck you. Mouthful, nice early kill onto McChicken here. Going to kind of prolong the time it takes for Avidity to find another contestant. Regime dead as well. Mouthful, nice little 2K here. Noxious going to get wheeled out by Graveyard. And Avidity, it's back to the drawing board, trying to take another clean team fight as DarkMode just continue to sit on the point. Vex is in such a power position. It's so hard for Noxious to get like wheeled all the way in. All the fuel gets used on the Cat of Graveyard, and then Vex can kind of just outplay with Triplet. Triplet just gets all
Pella
the fuel back.
on the ball now as well. Interesting swap from Pella. I mean, listen, the D.Va is just doing so much for Crowley. Every Cat Bastion turn, Crowley's able to matrix Sandy Bastion. Another kill on the Regime in the spawn room, but Mouthful, 2 kills on the fight already, and wow, DarkMode just putting on a clinic here on this point. Avidity not even really able to get a solid fight in.
Yeah, Vex started things off strong here on the second point with that big 2K to win the first team fight. And Malthus just found two pieces in a row to find the second and third fight wins. The DPS really coming online as Vex. He's going to get killed by Noxious. Triple H investing in the cattle, able to get Noxious off the map, but does end up trading. As Malthus cleans up Regime. Malthus kind of doing it all right now, I'm not going to lie. That pulse bomb hit, that would have been so tough. But able to stay alive. Graveyard really low, and Pella starting to threaten it towards the point. But Crowley's still alive, so it's going to be so hard to find any sort of flip, and Malthus able to clean up the ball anyway. And Avidity, it's going to be one last team fight here to try and flip this point. Ult's available, but mostly in DarkMode's favor. I mean, you have these DPS ults. Regime, though, not up to a rush. And Crowley getting the bomb airlifted in by Triplet, but not able to find anything. This cat needs to stay alive for DarkMode. Noxious trying to find the kill. Triplet is going to fall here, so an in for Avidity if they want to try and find it. McChicken finds a pulse onto Vex, and it looks like Switch probably going to fall on the point here as well. Is Avidity not going to be shut out? Yeah, go ahead.
Only the Devil used from Dark Mode, so not a terrible fight. Dark Mode coming back in with that rush. Regime 73 as well, so if they can kind of stall it out until Regime goes out rush, you can be even. But Mouthful just putting in a lot of work on this Tracer as well. You know, a lot of people would say that McChicken's the better Tracer, but Mouthful here putting in showing why he might be the better Tracer. Sorry, dude, I'm like so tired from work.
No, you're good, bro. Me too, bro. I was fucking in it all day, don't worry. But turned in from Noxious early, looking for something, but not really going to find anything. Dark Mode lived the hit really well, and now Noxious, no Bastion for him. We'll see if Vex can maybe take advantage here. His coming up fairly soon as Pella. Just seeing this rotate. Kira's going to get thrown onto the pointer. This is a really nice fight from Dark Mode. It's going to be really hard for Avidity to fight. They're going to have to let it flip, so Dark Mode kind of playing with house money now. They're already up to the 99% cap in Avidity, not gaining any more progress. As Vex's Bastional, not going to find anything on the point. Wow, C9. Wow, oh my god. I don't even have like a crazy reaction to that because it's such like a casual C9.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Mode just kind of walking onto the point, putting their rush down, and it's super hard for Avidity to touch there. I mean, one thing that Dark Mode has stressed through this entire season is the concept of the OBJ, otherwise known as the objective. That's kind of something we struggled with a lot of the time earlier in the season. We wouldn't really play the objective, and objective is just super OP in Overwatch, sitting on the point, taking point pressure, especially when you have ults. It's kind of hard for the enemy team to do anything.
No, yeah, 100%. Rush onto the point from Switch was like literally perfect. I think like anyone's fight plan is just like find some way to get to the point and throw your rush on it, and like it was just executed really well. I think you could argue potentially that maybe the rotated needed to be hit a little bit harder by Avidity. But hey, Dark Mode, the execution's good there. And it's going to be Avidity now getting their first map pick of the series. They're taking us to Kings Row, and they are banning out Pharah.
Interesting ban. Probably a protect
It is definitely
ban,
a
I'm
protect
assuming.
onto Symmetra, if I
Yeah.
was to guess.
Yeah, maybe we're going to see that Domina style here. I think Pharah is super strong into the Domina as well, so maybe a protect and also an actual ban. Interested to see what Dark Mode bans out here. I mean, if the scouting call is correct, you know they're probably going to play Domina. Dark Mode bans in already. Couldn't see it, but let's see what they pull out here on this comp.
A
On
Domino
this,
ban would
Kings
be
Row.
really funny. I don't know if you ban it, though. I mean, I feel like Vex, I was talking to him a little bit pre-game. He feels confident against the Domina style. I'm not going to lie. I think he wasn't super worried, so we'll see maybe what you guys bust out here ban-wise. But I do think we're probably going to see this Domina Bastion Sim from Avidity. Mercury Lucio as well. It's definitely a really interesting comp. I'm not going to lie. That's all I know about
I'm not really scared of the Domina as well if I'm Dark Mode. I think it's a good comp, but I think it was kind of a one-off win that Avidity was able to pull off against EXO. So, you know, you can kind of play the if you're better at Sig, I think you can play the Sig right into it. It could catch us off guard because we never played against it, but I think you have to execute it really well, and I'm honestly not afraid of it.
Yeah, it's kind of what the unfortunate thing for EXO was is they got hit kind of by the surprise factor of it, right? Like like at least you guys know that that's something that they can play. Like EXO, they just saw that it was something they could play and then had to adjust on the fly. So at least you guys have had the opportunity to kind of talk it over and decide what you want to actually do. So should be way more prepped for this Domino potentially, but we'll just have to see what these teams play, and we're also going to have to see what this Dark Mode ban is once these lineups get finalized. Probably just stalling for something.
Yeah, let me grab a drink real quick.
Word. EXO flag, great 7TV emote. Fantastic. If you guys have any 7TV emotes, please be directed to my 7TV manager, Jinchi. She manages all of my 7TV stuff because I'm a noob. But yeah. Really, really good start for DarkMode. Trying to secure this playoff berth. This would be a really, really good win for them. It gets them to 8. They have 4 games remaining. They really, really need to win 1, but 2 would be awesome with this win over Avidity. But you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch here. You got to secure this one and make sure that you don't let it get away from you. Because Avidity, man, scrappy game against Exo, and Exo, a really, really strong team. So, hey, we'll have to see what happens. But I like DarkMode and what they're doing right now. Still waiting for these lineups to finalize as well. And then we'll
Yeah, it should be the same 5 for both sides.
Yeah, I think it's just stall for something like. However, it is. It's Reinhardt ban, actually.
Interesting.
That is an interesting ban. I don't know. Do you know why you guys banned that?
Dude, I couldn't tell you. I kind of just read the scouting channel sometimes, but I don't know. I think we scrimmed these guys a lot, so maybe they played Ryan versus us on Kings Row before.
I mean, I
yeah,
think Pella does low-key bust out the Ryan. Like, now that I think about it,
yeah,
like, it's definitely something he's done before. So, I mean, I get it, but I feel like they maybe were just gonna go to the Domino. I'm not gonna lie. But the other thing is you're really enabling the Sig comp here if that's what you want to play versus Domino, right? Like, if Pella just swaps Reinhardt, like things get really, really sticky. If you want,
that's true actually. Yeah, if you want to play Sig, Ryan Ben's probably better, and you're fine taking the Sig into Domino, but you don't really want him to swap Ryan.
Yeah, just kind of eliminating the options. Also, give me like 5 seconds to be right back. Alright. I'm here. I swear. Okay. Let's get into this one here. Starting map 2. We'll see what Avidity wants to bring out on the Kings Row here and what DarkMode wants to play. In return, bands locked in. It's Reinhardt for DarkMode, Farah for Avidity. And hey, we'll see what happens. Also, thank you, Mod, whoever did the pred. Your goat. W Mod, man.
Yeah, Avidity with that attacker's advantage. Probably going to pull out that Symmetra. I predict they're just going to TP to that right high ground, try and put pressure on a DarkMode, then drop onto the point. I'm curious to see what DarkMode plays into this. Considering the scouting call, you probably know they're going to play either the Domina, maybe the Ryan. Yeah, it looks like they're going to roll out on that Domina. Probably actually on the Zarya Reaper. Okay, so we saw this yesterday from DarkMode. DarkMode hasn't really opted to play those Zarya Reaper compositions, and I'll quote Mouthful, it just feels weird to play Reaper with Zarya. But recently they've kind of started to adopt them. Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, if you're like the Reaper and you have a Zarya, it is like a different game. Like, you're playing like an off tank for your, or sorry, you're kind of playing like a main tank for your Zarya. You're less able to like play like a rank style where you'll kind of just like flank and TP and like do whatever you want. But I think he's kind of adapted and you know, transferred his Reaper skills over to this comp. But yeah, as we predicted, Pella on that Domina, Noctis on the Widow looking for the pick, McChicken on the Symmetra, and Noctis on the Bastion now as well. Let's see what they do. Probably TP high ground here.
Yeah, we'll see what McYubi wants to do now that he's on his true calling the Symmetra. This comp's so lethal for Avidity.
I really like the Freya pick from Vex. You're able to get a lot of damage onto their 5 stacks. Yeah, look at that.
50% ult already. We're 30 seconds into the round. On pace for a
Regime.
quickest
Kinda
as Regime going to die.
Wow.
Vex, man. He's lining it up early.
Oh,
look at the trade. Hey, finds it here on the Domina. 4v4 breaking out. And honestly, Avidity, they have solid position on the high ground. Mouthful in a solid spot to contest to the point here. Getting the bubble and TPing in, but immediately dying. Pella gonna find the headshot. Avidity now in a 4v3. Crowy trying to touch, but TP out for McChicken. Going to force the Zarya back. And it looks like Avidity, I think, should be solidly good to find the point cap, especially with triple falling there on, you know. So, hey, Domina style. It's a tough one. Gotta find the answers, and we need them fast.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vex, after finding that first pick, not able to escape Pella on the Domina, instantly hits him into the wall. And the Suzu's a little bit too late from switch, but Vex with the ult now. Mouthful finds 2, cleans up the kills, but Crowley falls, so it's going to be kind of hard for DarkMode here to take any space. 3 kills for DarkMode, but with their tank down, it's going to be rough, and I think they're going to be forced to be back up just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see when Crowley gets back. I mean, they want to hold this choke, but yeah, I see the respawns are just so quick from Avidity. They really can't play for it at all, so they're going to have to give the space here. Really unfortunate considering you invested the Bola, but I mean, Vex is going to farm those, like, immediately, so I don't think it's super bad. And Graveyard has an early rush. Switch has it to match. DarkMode kind of behind on other ultimates here as Vex. Aggressive turn, but McChicken's going to be the one who falls at first. Just give here on the point. Vex finds a second on Noxious. Pella going to invest the Panopticon here. Looking for a trade. It's still a 4v3 in DarkMode's favor. Probably still alive as well as Vex. Another Bola coming out in this team fight.
Wow. That was so low.
So low is Graveyard, or not Graveyard, Regime. Going to fall here, Pella really low as well. Just trying to stabilize. The respawns are here from Avidity, but either team really getting an edge in this team fight so far. It's not just able to create a little bit of space with the Bastion.
Yeah, Crowley with this grab though, so let's see what he does here. Regime does have the beat to counter. Crowley stepping up. Dominant Shield goes out. I think Crowley's gonna look for the grab. Yep, it's a huge grab, but the beat should come out from Regime, and Crowley getting a little overzealous and gets caught out by the Bastion swing.
Yeah, Crowley wanted to follow up on the grab of the beat. So good from Regime, and Notch just way too much damage. You gotta respect the Bastion in the beat a little bit more, and Crowley doesn't get kind of punished there for that mistake. But honestly, not a horrible fight regardless. You trade the grab for the beat. Lots of bolts coming in line for DarkMode. They just need to make sure they get to the point of the recontest. The big thing you need to watch for is the sim wall of McChicken. This thing, one of the strongest ultimates in the game in my opinion. Makes it really hard for the enemy team to play against it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see DarkMode actually swap over to that Sig May from Maltho and Crowley as soon as this fight's over. Simwall goes out a little early from McChicken, but DarkMode just can't even really walk up with it online, and Crowley just getting booped off the point, and they already get the second point cap.
Yeah, Avidity looking really strong here on King's Row. This is a map that they did win against Exo, so hey, maybe one of their more comfort maps. And DarkMode, I don't think they've looked bad, but I just think ult fight's not really landing where they want it. Switch gonna use a Curie Rush here, and Pella is gonna get hunted down by Crowley, who's full charge and walking it down into the back line. McChicken going to die a little late here as Crowley cleans up 3 and DarkMode stop the bleeding just a little bit here, able to find a fight win. We'll see if they can start making their hold here.
Yeah, it's really hard for DarkMode to kind of play into this matchup. The dominant Bastion is just so much damage into the Zarya. Crowley not even really able to get much value. I think if we just go ahead and swap over to the Sig May here after ults, it should be a lot better. Yeah, and losing that one fight on second point was also kind of brutal. But the rest goes out from Graveyard. Reaper ult, Crowley, or Malthol, sorry.
Finds 2 here. The support's dead for Avidity. Beat thrown in by Triplet. Questionable one at best as Malthol cleans up 3. Trades in though for Avidity. Triplet needs to stay alive. Pella really low, going to fall, and it looks like it's going to be a fight win for DarkMode, but a pretty expensive one as both DPS ults and a beat came out there.
Yeah, I mean, the beat didn't look necessary from Triplet, but 2 trades went out afterwards anyway, so unfortunate trades for DarkMode. Crowley forced to back up here a little bit, waiting for his team to come back, and McChicken 70% to another Simwall already, so it's putting in a lot of work. No ults on the side of DarkMode except for Crowley's grab at 75%, so it's going to be hard for them to hold on here.
Yeah, Regime coming up on the beat. McChicken coming up on another Simwall, but so just how good the other one was is Triplet needs to be careful with TP coming out onto the high ground. McChicken has a full beam here. We'll see what he's able to do with it so far this fight. Kind of slowing down for both sides and not just using the Bastion. Trying to find something for Pella. Really low, but now Crowley, kind of the one who's low. Looks like Avidity trying to make their move. McChicken TV's up to the back high ground, applying pressure from this off angle, but needs to be careful here. Someone comes out. What a questionable play at best for McChicken as DarkMode start to take control of this fight, but it's going to be 2 trades right back the other way for Avidity. Now Crowley needs to survive, has the grab. Pella is so healthy though. Grab comes out, beat from Regime, going to get layered into this as well. Switch uses the Curie Rush, and kills need to be found here for DarkMode. Noxious going to get traded, but Switch is dead. Triplet beat just a little bit too late. It's really low. Vex's Bola going to clean all this up, and DarkMode actually going to hold on here. It's just McChicken left.
Wow,
Looking for the
what a
trades.
scrappy fight.
No.
Wow.
McChicken clutches. No way. I thought it was over.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie.
McChicken's doing so much on this sim right now.
McUB is here, baby. That's what they're calling him. They're calling him McUB, and I see why, man. This guy and the Symmetra are a different beast. DarkMode. Respawns are here though, despite the 3K from McChicken, not really winning the fight. Yeah,
Malthol with the repo here, only ult online for DarkMode, so I want to see him make a play. TP's up to the high ground with the bubble, looking for the repo ult, finds McChicken already. Suzu goes a little bit late. Malthol's still alive, putting lots of damage to Pella, and huge play from Malthol to clutch up this fight.
Yeah, Vex cleans up 2, Triplet cleans up 2 himself, and DarkMode find a big fight win here as Avidity's time bank starting to get very low. Minute 30 remaining, started at 4 minutes. Ult started to come online, but DarkMode I think they've done a really, really nice job kind of stabilizing here. And I honestly think the ult economy isn't that bad either. In fact, once again, another bola. How much damage does this guy have? 11K?
Oh my god.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Really good for you from Vex. TP
Ult
goes
is
on the
out.
high ground.
Doesn't find anything, and then the Suzu just absolutely bang that one. I'm not going to lie.
But Pella's all alone.
Getting targeted pretty hard here, trying to stay alive. Bashing one out from Nox, just looking for damage onto the back line. His Malthel really, really low, going to be the first to fall. McChicken coming up onto the symbol as Avidity. One fight away from finding this full cap. They need these kills, and they need them now if they're going to do it. Vex really low in the air, but able to stay alive for now. As the symbol comes out on the point, Crowley falls. I think Avidity should be able to punch this one in. Noxious finding 2 in the Bastion, looking for the rest of the cleanup here. Malthel trying to touch for as long as possible. It's just switch left. Is Avidity 30 seconds in the time bank, find the full cap on King's Row.
Yeah, unfortunately, Avidity is able to put too much pressure on dark mode there with that sim wall with the other ults online. Powerful, unfortunately, a bit of a blunder. Not really what you want to see out of your Reaper, falling before the fight starts, and then from there, just kind of able to walk over Crowley. You know, I did say earlier I want to see the comp swap, but maybe they can make it work. I still would like to see that Sig here. It's just easier for Crowley to get value, and I think the Mei would also do a lot of work, especially since they're so stacked. And Vex doing a lot of work on this Freya, so I'd like to see that here into this next round, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, Parker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt like when I was talking to Vex, he was very confident that the Zarya Reaper was going to beat the Domina. But the Domina, it's not solved, right? Like, I don't know what you should swap to, because this is something that literally got played on Friday, and now everyone has to deal with it and find a way to deal with it. It's just an unsolved comp here, Avidity. I think doing a really, really nice job kind of taking control and playing something that maybe teams aren't prepared for, as looks like Crowley going to stick it out on the Zarya, Mouth of the Reaper. I do think that as a team, DarkMode just need to be really, really aggressive on Pella early and force cooldown super hard on the Domina, and then maybe look for something in the mid fight. But I don't know, it's just a hard one. It's really, really tough. It looks like Vex is going over to the Bastion as well.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about that comp is actually the Bastion swing rather than the Domina. The Domina just kind of exists as like vision aggro. The Bastion swing is what's really hard for Crowley to play around, because he's using most of his bubbles on Malthel, so doesn't really have any bubbles for himself. But Vex now on the Bastion of his own to maybe counteract that. It's an interesting swap. Like to see how it works out here.
You'll see what Vex is able to do. Lots more damage up front into the Dominas. It looks like DarkMode walking Hotel, really aggressive swing. Vex using the form here and looking for something, but Avidity doing a nice job weathering the storm, and I don't think DarkMode going to have the life to stay in this team fight, as all the kills go yellow in the kill feed for me.
Yeah, not really sure what the thought process there is from DarkMode walking into the small room with the Bastion Dominus Sim. You know, I get the idea, I guess, of setting the tempo, but you really want to take the wide swings here. You know, again, I would really like to see Vex actually stay on the Freya and then Malthel find the Mei. But Crowley now on the Sig. I like the swap over Crowley. He's going to be able to find a lot more value here. And Vex actually on the Sim looking to match. So this is an interesting swap from DarkMode. We don't typically play this style. Malthel on the Mei now, so maybe they heard me. But TP on the high ground for Vex. And Crowley actually able to eat the Dominant E. So huge from Crowley and looking to rotate the map, but looks like Avidity is also flipping the map. TP's onto the other high ground, so kind of playing a little bit of a ring around Rosie here. Vex now TPing on the Avidity. They're able to evade.
Looking for the backline here. Rotate from Avidity, though, has been really, really good here. Just continuing to keep flipping the map as Malthel has the block forced. DarkMode losing resources as Crowley trying to make something happen. The TP back into the opposing backline for Avidity. So much pressure being put out by the Sim, Bastion comp, and Malthel. Going to be the one who falls here, as it looks like Avidity just in such good control of this map so far. Pella finds Triplet, Vex and dying. It's going to be Crowley and Switch left. And Avidity continue to hold on to this point very, very strongly. I mean, this Domina comp looks absolutely unbelievable right now.
Yeah, if I'm DarkMode there, I don't really want to play the ring around the Rosie game with these guys. Their comp is kind of better suited for that. Malthel now over on the Xion. I kind of want to see DarkMode just kind of plop their TP on the point after the high ground TP, but let's see what they decide to do here on this fight.
Yeah, gonna rotate towards the statue as TP's out. Looks like not going to be utilized here in Crowley. Just gonna start walking. McChicken a little bit low as the map flip once again from Avidity. Pella using the Panopticon here. Gonna connect to quite a few as Vex going to die. Crowley able to pop it. Kirish is gonna get layered from both teams as Malthel falls and no DPS available for DarkMode. Pella walking this down through Hotel as Noxious cleans up a second here. Bastion really coming alive on this defense, not trading as well, but actually Regime's going to be the one who trades here as McChicken cleans up a second in Avidity. A minute 20 remain for this dark mode attack, and they look absolutely lights out on this dominant comp right now.
Yeah, I don't really like the swim swap from Vex. I don't really see what it does. It kind of plays into their style. I think these guys are better on the sim than we are. I'd like to see Vex go back to the fray actually, but now that he has the wall online, maybe he can make some magic happen. TP onto the high ground once again, Crowley with the flux online as well. Dark mode looking to make some magic happen here with 3 ults online, but McChicken also has the huge flux from Crowley actually. Catches 4, but the B comes out.
Keeps everyone healthy. Vex using the sim wall here. It's a really, really good sim wall. Tella trying to touch the point, but dark mode just kind of accruing percentage right now. And 3 people on the point. You're going to build this so fast as McChicken dies to switch. Really big headshot in this beat. Should all but secure this one for dark mode as Noxious able to find a trade. Malthus cleaning up 2 though on the Xion. Dark mode not going to be shut out on King's Row. We'll be playing a second point and have 3 minutes to work with as well.
Yeah, not really sure if Triple T needed that beat there, but I guess to secure the point, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I'd like to also highlight Maltho on this Xion now. I don't really know how good it is since the enemy team comp, with Xion's hitbox being so big and then having that Bastion, that Sim, and that Domina, but you know, Maltho, very strong Xion player, already looking for the flank. So Vex, yeah, I think they're listening to me because Vex is now back on the fray as well. TP in from McChicken. Good kite from dark mode. Hopefully Vex gets out this one alive. And McChicken actually falling so low.
Look at where Malthus is. Such an aggressive off angle here as Graveyard. Really, really low. Malthus looking for follow-up, and Vex going to find the kill onto the Kiriko. Does get traded though. Scrowie trying to stay alive here. And Car continuing to move for dark mode as Malthus just getting it done on this off angle, bro. Holy cow, this guy on the Xion. I'll put so much pressure that Avidity just did not deal with. And it looks like Pella really, really low, just going to get out and play it for another fight here on the second point as dark mode. Maybe starting to feel a little bit of the momentum. And have honestly an opportunity here if they can win this next team fight to get some time on the bank themselves.
Yeah, Vex actually on that Reaper now. Interesting swap from Vex. I think he was doing a lot of work on Freya. The trade that Vex got there was really strong. He killed the Kiri for the hit scan. That's a huge trade. You take that every time in Regime.
Malthus using the Xion on here.
On the Pella. Pella's so low.
Looking for Noxious as Pella. Going to fall here, Malthus. Big kill on it to the Domina, and Crowley's so healthy on the Sig. Dark mode looking good to kick this one in, and I think we're going to see a third point here as McChicken falls. Crowley cleans up 2 in dark mode. 3 minutes to work with on the third point.
Yeah, I mean, dark mode changing the momentum here on this King's Row. Looking a little bit grim on that first point, but able to turn it around here. Crowley with the flux again. Regime 10% to the beat, should have it by the time Crowley looks to use that flux, but I'd like to see an early flux from Crowley here after the TP so they can't evade it. Brock goes good on to Pella. Oh, they're also low. I'd like to see a flux here. Yep.
Trying to stabilize on the high ground is going to find both DPS, be used from Regime to keep everyone healthy. I think you're going to take the ult trade here as Triplet coming up on his own beat in the block onto the Panopticon. So good here. Vex dies. Noxious gets traded, and Triplet coming up onto the beat here, but you got to stay alive as Malthus able to find Noxious. And the B pushes out here. We'll see if anything's able to be found. McChicken using the sim wall. And honestly, it looks like a kite from dark mode here. Just going to try and live, but Malthus going to be the one who falls. Really nice sim wall from McChicken to stabilize Avidity there. Crowley getting absolutely microwaved by the rest of Avidity. But Triplet looking for a boop here. It would be funny if he got one, but Crowley is going to fall. McChicken finding 2 here. Pella able to clean up Triplet as Avidity starting to find their footing once again here and looking to make this third point stand.
Yeah, the beat was a little ambitious from DarkMode. Crowley actually on the Malga now. Vex still on that Reaper. I really would have liked to see us stay on that Stig Freya. I think it's super good into their comp, especially when they're also stacked after the TP. But you know, Crowley has pulled out the Malga here and there, so maybe he'll prove me wrong. Vex with the Reaper ult online, pressuring towards the point. Wraith goes out super early from Vex, so he's not even really doing much right now. Switch does have the rush, so I'd like to see an early rush from Switch.
It's a rush involved, I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Vex finds the kill into McChicken, though, so hey, I can't judge the rush too much, but it did go straight dead into a wall. The Graveyard going to use the rush here. Crowley going to be targeted as Vex using the Reaper ult, but oh my lord. Absolutely chewed through his Crowley, trying to make it out here. The Malga, not a lot of health, is Noxious. Able to find 2 in this fight. Looking for Malthus. Switch going to fall as Malthus, trying to make it out here, but may just be a stagger. Actually does make it out, but Avidity walking to the spawn doors, and looks like if this cap's going to happen, it's probably going to be an OT as ult starting to wrap back around for Avidity as well.
Yeah, a bit of some subpar ult tracking coming out from dark mode there, kind of pushing in, knowing that they have the rush, and Graveyard able to just kind of pop that rush on his team, kill all of Dark Mode, and an easy fight win for Avidity. Dark Mode need to win this fight if they want to extend this King's Row.
Yeah, Crowley's so
Already
low
so
in the
low.
pre-fight. Avidity, I think they're playing their cards right now. It's all going to be down to this beat and this Panopticon triplet. Trying to farm the beat. I think DarkMode just trying to play slow for ults here. They know they need something to equalize with these two. And McChicken and Nox just coming up on theirs as well. So it looks like DarkMode starting to make their move here. Crowley just touching the point. The Panopticon finds two. Triplet using the beat. But Crowley going to fall first here. Mouthful needs to do the impossible with the shield ult. Finds one. And able to find a second here on the Graveyard as the point continuing to get touched. The symbol from McChicken trying to find a way to win this fight for Avidity. Pella finds a trade onto Vex. McChicken really low here, Mouthful. Dishing out damage on the Shion, but without your tank available, it's so hard to balance these touches, and eventually, it looks like Avidity, the damage just too much. Pella cleans up two, and we're going to a 1-1 series in a map 3. It will not be easy for either team in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think just subpar comp reads from Dark Mode. I really hate the Maga into that comp. There's just so much damage from Avidity able to be put on that Maga. The Kami's not even really able to get a pin off pre-fight before he falls to 50 HP. So I'd like to see Dark Mode go back to that Sig, play that Mei, play that Freya. I think it's super good into the enemy team's comp, which decides to, like, you know, basically stack all the time, right? But it was a close map, so, you know, at least we've got a series on our hands here.
100%. The real question now is, what do you do with your bans? Because I think this comp has 3 main components. It's the Dominant, the Sig, not the Dominant, what the Sig, I mean. The Dominant, the Sim, and the Bastion, right? I think the play here is that you ban one of the DPS out so that you can't get Protect ban on map 4 if you win map 3. I think you have to get rid of Bastion or Sim here if you don't want to play against it on map 3. If you're fine having it open, I mean, you're fine having it open, but I think Avidity may just be too much to handle on that comp. So Dark Mode, I think they ban away Sim or Bastion here, and then map 4 when Avidity go to Protect ban. They can't Protect ban the Dominant and whoever is left over. So I think that's the play here, but we'll see what it is and what the choice is from Dark Mode here, map-wise.
Yeah, it looks like Sim gets banned out. I actually really like the Sim ban. I think you could go with the Bastion ban, but I think the Sim is what really makes that comp for Avidity. It's what able to kind of flip the, it's what's able to kind of flip the angles every so often with that TP. So good ban from Dark Mode going on to this New Junk City, which I'm sure Avidity would have opted to play that dominant Sim comp here, but a good ban from Dark Mode.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is textbook from Dark Mode. We'll see what the counterban is from Avidity, but I'm happy that we have a series here. It would be boring if it was a 3-0, and the counterban's in, lineups are finalizing, but this has been taking forever all series long, so who knows if we're actually going to get into this one. What's up, Sacropria? How you doing? What's up, Aaron? Long time no see,
BRB.
BRB. Chills. Panopticon stopping beat from hitting anyone, I think. I thought the same Kairos, but it looked like someone got the beat, so I didn't really know, but I thought that's how it worked, but I just assumed I was stupid or something. I'm not gonna lie. We'll over to map pool. Waiting for the lineups to finalize here. This is how the series is looking so far. Dark Mode, really, really nice. Map 1 win, Avidity. Even things up here with a pretty dominant map 2 in their own right. So we'll see what happens on New Junk City and who can find an edge in the series to push themselves to match point. Should be a good one. Everyone stay tuned. This is the early shift. The 9 o'clock games still have to start, and I'll hop into something at least by the time that happens. Although I think it's going to be an expert game. I don't know if I haven't looked at the schedule at all, Kairos, if you're still in my chat. So if you have some game recs, just throw them in my Discord server. Whatever you think's the best is. I'll go with, like, popular vote, because I think I'll have time to hop into one. Bam, I don't know what you're telling me to do, but I'm here. I'm in the offline chat, but I don't see anything happening, so see what happens here. Still waiting for the lineups to finalize. Both teams taking forever to finalize lineups in this series, by the way.
Yeah. Bit of a stall game. Respect.
You got to talk it over. You got to make sure you know what you're doing. McUB is too broken on Sim. Good ban. Yeah, McUB is him, bro. Someone make the McUB graphic a 7TV meme thing for me. I'll see. That would be tough. I'm gonna see if Jin knows how to do it. MTV emote. Oh, early shift, man. Oof. Glaze.
Bangus with the glaze.
W Glaze. This is my favorite 7TV emote that we've had added, bro. What I don't know why. It's so brain rotted, but it makes me laugh.
That's awesome.
I know. I feel so fucking stupid. We'll see if Mickey UB gets added. I got my people working on that one behind the scenes. And we're still waiting to get into this one. 4 seconds remaining. We'll be able to watch a map here in a second. This match is going to start. And it is going to be a Zarya ban from Avidity here. So, Crowy not going to be able to play that Zarya, unfortunately. We'll see how that maybe affects them, but I don't know. I think Sig is still going to be a really, really strong option here.
Yeah, I think Sig is honestly better, so I'm fine with that Zarya ban. I would have liked to see what's it called? Avidity actually ban out that Sig, so interesting ban from Avidity. See how it plays out here.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what kind of happens here. I don't really know what to expect from either of these teams on this map. I mean, DarkMode, they've shown a lot of different looks. No Zarya here. I think Malthus might just be on the Reaper. I mean, it could be a Malgamir. I feel like we see a lot of Malgamirs on this map. Pella, definitely not afraid to play it. The real question is if Crowy wants to mirror it or go over to the Sigma himself. And then it's just going to be a battle of team comps. I don't think either team is going to want to swap. And Avidity are not in the lobby right now, bro.
Yeah, they're stalling it all the way out.
I mean, hey, whatever, by any means, man. Whatever the people need to do, it's fine by me. To play their best Overwatch.
If we wait, I'll DoorDash a pizza.
You said what?
If we win, I'll DoorDash myself a pizza for my hard work in this
there
one.
you go. Yeah. You put in the work, dude. Didn't know if your team was gonna win. Still showed up anyway. It's those day one supporters, man. You gotta feel for them. Some people have been a DarkMode fan since the normal game, bro. Think about that.
The normal game, is that what you guys call it? Did you follow Overwatch 1 at all, or are you kind of Overwatch 2 guy?
I don't remember. I watched like contenders in Overwatch 1, and I watched a little bit of Overwatch League, but mostly Overwatch 2.
I see.
I didn't have a PC until like the end of Overwatch 1. Like the very end. I played on my Nintendo Switch, or like Overwatch 1, but like you can only imagine how serious I was taking that shit, bro. Like that's all I had when I was like a senior in high school. I got a PC, but before that, all I had was like a Switch, bro. I was like a Nintendo kid.
How old are you? Are you
I'm 22 now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're the same age.
Sweet. Yeah, but when I was like a junior in high school, I only had a Switch, so I played Overwatch. My friend like wanted to play Overwatch, so I played Overwatch, and I got really into it on Switch. So it's like the first game I downloaded when I came to PC.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I used to play Minecraft, and then I actually used to play Minecraft with like Malthus.
That's sweet, bro.
Like when we were like 11. So
Jesus.
I've been in this community for far too long.
No, yeah, I've never watched DarkMode play before. Like I know that you guys have a lot of history, like you've been around for a while at least. Like you've been inactive for a long time, but I like had heard of it, but that was about it. So it's kind of cool to see like the old orgs, I guess, kind of running it back. Like Avidity hasn't been around for a little bit either, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, this game's impossible to kick.
I know, dude. It's like addicting. Plus, I think the meta is just in a really. I think it's in like a good spot. Like people will complain, but it's very like open, in my opinion. And like I think if you play to your strengths, you'll find success. I think people are just really, really reluctant to try and make things work. Like they play one scrim map and they're like, oh well, that's shit. But like the people who end up winning the lands and stuff. The one thing I've noticed is the region who develops the meta is always the region who wins the LAN, like without fail.
Yeah, I really think. Well, now that the cast is so much bigger, and on top of that, bans have really shifted the paradigm of the game. Like the difference between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 is that like it was actually very predictable to kind of guess who was gonna win because it was mostly a mirror meta for like I don't know, like maybe 85% of Overwatch 1. So whoever just had like the better mechanical players is usually gonna win. That's why like American Tornado dominated so long, but you just don't really see that today because like most styles are viable because of bans, and also the
Yeah.
balancing's gotten a little bit better. So yeah, I think the viewer aspect is a lot better.
It
or,
is
like
really
the viewing
good.
experience is a lot better.
It's not good in NAOWCS. I hate it. I've complained about it like
Oh yeah,
monthly,
and
but
NAOWCS is kind of trash, but
FaceIt Masters, man, it's ridiculous what's happening in these matches, and we're gonna get into this one. It's gonna be a Malga look from Avidity. Hey, I think I called these comps. Malga versus Sig. Hey, there you
yeah,
go.
McChicken on the Vendetta now.
Yeah, interesting pick here with the Malga. You see, when he's able to find it, I think they knew Crowley was walking out on the Sig. This feels like a very anti kind of Sig choice from McChicken. But he's gonna get immediately put down by the rock. I mean, as I say that,
solo here on the
caster curse of the century. This Pella really, really low. Looking for a trade
Hello,
finds two.
Hit crunch.
Graveyard trade on a triplet as well. And suddenly, Avidity starting to find their footing in this team fight as it's just Crowley left. Noxious gonna clean this one up, and Avidity somehow win the first fight with McChicken immediately emptying and dying.
Yeah, I would really like to see Triple T actually swap over to that Mizuki. I think it's going to be super strong into the Vendetta and into the Malga. Crowley now over on this Orisa. I actually really hate these swaps from DarkMode. I would like to see Crowley stick on to the Sigma. Triple T hovering Mizuki going back to Lucio. Yeah, I don't really like this comp from DarkMode, but let's see how it works out.
Yeah, let's see if they can find their footing here is Crowley. Starting to make his move, walking towards main. Avidity playing really, really slow here. Pella looking to make the go button, though, and looking for a big hit into the backline. His only blow up. Big spear from Crowley. McChicken going to fall as well as Noxious does find a trade, but Avidity still a lot left to do with a full HP Orisa around. But hey, Graveyard starting to make it happen. 3v2 in DarkMode's favor, though, and Noxious really, really low. Graveyard very low as well, and I think Crowley going to be able to clean this one up for DarkMode as Flip's going to come in. Avidity get this one to about 75%.
Yeah, huge trades from Avidity, though, onto both supports of DarkMode, forcing Crowley to back all the way up, and Pella and McChicken are already back. Looking to make another hit here on this point.
Yeah, Kirish available for Graveyard. Switch a little bit behind on this one, so DarkMode, they need to make sure they are able to kite this. Noxious coming up on the overclock as well. You just have to
see an early overclock from Noxious here.
Kirish is out from Graveyard. Crowley trying to kite, but so much damage in these moves, so strong as Switch uses the Kirish, but it's far too late. Crowley just kind of stuck inside of the Avidity rush, and Avidity honestly played that fight really, really well. Also, Graveyard, I think, starting to feel it on this map. I think he has been in the kill feed quite a lot as Avidity finding this flip and potentially probably this first point as well.
Yeah, it's going to be super difficult for DarkMode to get a touch here. I really want to highlight that rush from Graveyard. I think it was perfectly placed. DarkMode was not ready to kite it at all, and able to easily win that fight just off of one ult from Graveyard. So that's kind of an ideal scenario if you're Avidity.
100%. I think Avidity really happy with how the first point went. We'll see if DarkMode's able to get into this one. Both teams did use the rush. Vex also looks like used the noon, so it's going to be a 4 ult versus 3 ult affair here. We'll see what DarkMode's able to do with Avidity. Going to find an early cap here on point 2. DarkMode playing towards the high ground. McChicken.
Oh, Pella off the map, I think.
Starting to make his moves. Yeah, Pella gets moved off the map. What a play from Triplet, but your Lucio is gone. Ult's getting invested, and it looks like Avidity going to come out on top of this one as well. I honestly kind of want to see Vex swap off Cass.
Yeah, I'm not like too opposed with the Cass pick. It's kind of very hard to survive the Malga hit. I really, really would like to see Crowley go back to that Sig. I don't think Uriz is the pick here, and I want to see Triple T go over to that Mizuki. I think it just hard counters Avidity's comp, especially when they have Malga and Vendetta. You know, Cass not even really able to survive that hit. You could see him opt for the Sojourn, maybe. I think it'd be a little bit better,
yeah,
especially into the Malga.
I think the Sojourn would be really, really strong here. It feels like the damage, man. Like, it's just Vex is like the ultimate target here. And the war of attrition is not being won right now. As McChicken looking to use the ult, but he's somehow Pella's gone. I don't know what happened here. Beacon used from Triplet as well, and the backline so low from Avidity. It looks like DarkMode starting to clean this team fight up. Crowley making his way over to the point. McChicken does find a trade onto Switch. Noxious is going to die, though. DarkMode find the flip here, but they need to be careful that Kiriko is dead. Switch missing out on some potential ult charge as well. It looks like Pella wants to take this team fight with the cage. Avidity did drop 2 ults into that last fight. Crowley touching the point for now, trying to get this Kiriko back, and it looks like DarkMode just going to have to forfeit the flip here in order to get Switch back. But McChicken, little overzealous, going to get capitalized on by the spear and the flashbang. Is not just messing the overclock, looking for trades. Malthus forced out, and Switch going to fall here. Big opener for Noxious to find. Is Vex on the high ground trying to find the trade. Noxious staying healthy as Pella is off the map again, bro.
Wow. This is Just interesting fight. It feels like even though DarkMode's like in it, Avidity just has control the entire time. I really think this is kind of a bit of a comp gap.
I really do think so. I mean, Malcolm needs to do a lot here as Triplet finds another boot, but Avidity, they're just looking really, really strong on this map, and it looks like they're going to take another Flashpoint Dark Mode. It's going to be a reverse sweep here on New Junk if they're able to find it. Avidity, they want to go to match point in this series, and we'll see if they're able to find it on the third Flashpoint. No swaps from Dark Mode yet. Malthol, I don't think has used a Reaper Blossom yet as well, so big ult bank here. You got to find this first fight win to get yourself back into this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how DarkMode's going to be able to pull this one off. They're already down 2 here on this Flashpoint. Again, I think it's poor comp selection once again. You know, the Orisa's not bad, but I really want to see a swap off that Lucio and off that Cass. They're just too easy of targets for Pella and McChicken. Kind of just inting in, and, you know, even when they lose a fight, they get so many trades that it's hard for DarkMode to maintain point control. And the high noon goes out early from Vex. Buys DarkMode a bit of space. Pella and McChicken on this low ground now. Pella looking for the pin, doesn't connect on anything. Beat goes out and the rush. McChicken with a kill in the triple T, and should be another easy fight win for Avidity.
Yeah, Vex drops and just takes so much damage here. Switch used the rush on the point, but looks like no kills are going to be found here. Everyone's so low. Pella actually really, really low. McChicken kind of low as well, but Crowley is going to fall. Pella traded in a 4v2 in Avidity's favor. It's just Switch and Malthol left. Switch. Going to find a trade. The stagger not properly managed by Avidity, so maybe an in here for Dark Mode. They have a lot of ults to use, so I think you have to really, really go fast here and try and capitalize on this trade that Switch got you. Kind of a miracle trade. You have the beat, you have the Reaper Blossom, you have the Orisa ult, and someone has D-Seed from the game. Maybe it's Graveyard.
Yeah, I'd like to see a beat engage here from Dark Mode after taking some space. It's kind of the only way out that we have right now. Oh, it's actually one of our teammates. That's very unfortunate. Oh, Triple T has the beat as well.
Oh, that's so rough for Dark Mode. Definitely not going to be able to go fast now. Yeah, that is a really, really unfortunate
That's pretty brutal.
Disconnect, unfortunately. Also, do we not do Pred for map 3? Oh my god, bro. I'm not locked in. I'll do it for map 4. But yeah, we'll have to wait for this respawn, or not this respawn, this reconnect. We'll see if Triplet can even get back into the game. We'll be monitoring the match chat here, but it will be a 4v5 if Triplet doesn't make it back in time, so hopefully everything okay in Dark Mode land.
Yeah, losing the beat is going to be kind of devastating for Dark Mode here. That's kind of the only outlet that you had into winning this next fight. I mean, you still do have the Arisol and the Reaper ult. Maybe get a little bit of a combo there, but we're going to have to force out that Suzu early if that's going to get anything. So, hopefully Triple T can make it back into this lobby. You know, I wish they added something to where like you can kind of like retain your ult. I swear like they had that in like Overwatch League or something. But since that's on LAN, I'm assuming it's a different thing. Oh, Triple T not even able to make it back into the lobby.
Yeah, they're probably calling a FaceIt admin. If you really want to get techie, Vex can disconnect again and prolong the minute-long timer, but that's like forbidden tech that like debatably gets you banned. It looks like Triplet should be coming back. I mean, Darkmode's playing slow for this, so I think that the comms in the VC are like, hey, we're on the way back. Give me a second here, but eventually they're gonna have to do something here. Triplet sure is taking his sweet time, and this is an unfortunate scenario to be in. Power out. Uh-oh. Dark Mode. I hope the admin comes quickly, but this map could very well be over here. It looks
I'd like to see some forbidden tech from Vex here to stall out this call as Kali looking for the spear, actually just kind of forced to take the fight 5v4 and instantly falls. Malthol with a kill on the Graveyard, but don't think it's going to be enough, and Avidity securing that map win due to an unfortunate DC. I mean, I think it was going to go Avidity's way either way, but
Avidity definitely played better during the course of the map, but that is a really, really sad way to lose that one in Dark Mode. Hopefully they get a FaceIt admin in and put the match room on hold and all of that, but it is going to be Avidity going up 2-1 so far in the series. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Dark Mode can find these last 2 maps to find the winner. If Avidity keep their playoff dreams alive here. The storylines, very, very important for this game.
Yeah, it's kind of a do or die for Avidity. Less so for Dark Mode, but we really like to secure this win. Especially since we have some difficult matches coming up versus EXO, versus Amplify, versus Extinction as well. So Dark Mode would like to secure this win today, but it is looking a little bit grim as of now.
Yeah, I think they should be able to at least get an admin to stop things before the next map, which should hopefully get whatchamacallit, Triplet back in. Dark Mode definitely stalling out the map pick though. Is that Rialto is chosen for map 4, so I'll go ahead and punch that one in, but we'll have to see if this stands or if an admin comes. And hopefully it kind of gets this cooking.
Yeah, hopefully we get this admin in here because this would be a sad way to go out for dark mode.
I mean, Adamant will definitely come before the next map starts. You might just have to redo all the drafting and stuff. DarkMode, or stalling it out too. Eventually, we'll be able to see what happens here. But yeah, really, really unfortunate scenario for them. Hopefully, we can get Triplet back in for this one. Also, Triplet's power has to like come back on.
Yeah, I think it's back on. He's in the VC on Discord, so
Okay, well, hopefully everything is good. We'll wait and see. We'll keep everyone posted once this admin is potentially called. DarkMode could just be talking it over as well if Triplet is back. So we'll have to wait and see. But really, really running this timer down. The pick is Rialto, and we'll see what the potential ban is as well.
yeah, I'd really like to see some adjustments here from dark mode. I think we're kind of sometimes too afraid to swap over to that Mizuki. Mizuki would have been super strong into that Malga comp cast for the Soj probably. And I want to see some proactivity from dark mode there on the swaps. I think counter swapping is really the name of the game in the big 2026, especially when every team has their own distinct style. You don't really want to be taking those unfavorable matchups like we have been. So hopefully dark mode makes that adjustment here on map 4 or map
My
4.
chat
Yep,
wants
and
Abdallah subbed in, bro.
yeah, we could.
My chat wants you in, bro. Gotta get out there.
I I am a champ 2 bull, so you know I could sub in, but maybe not on Lucio.
Dude, I'm a GM3 turtle, bro. I could get in there. That's my peak, bro. I haven't queued comp since I stopped playing, so like, I'm taking my peak, bro. I'm GM5 right now, but I don't care. Fuck you guys if you're
Yeah,
judging
take your
that.
peak, bro. Yeah, I'm still holding on to my Overwatch 1 peak from 6 years ago, so it's
What
okay.
was that? What was it? What was it? What was the number?
4606.
Nice. And the ban's in for Darkman. Honestly, I don't know if this is your actual draft or not, but you ban Bastion and like you're getting rid of Cat Bastion on Rialto and Sim Bastion Domina. It is a really, really high value ban.
Yeah, I actually really like that ban from dark mode. I think what did Avidity ban?
They're still yet to ban. There
Oh, I'm
also
looking
could
at the
be an
wrong face
admin
page.
at the on the way over as well. I don't know. My FaceIt page is like dying low key now that I look at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder for Avidity to pull out that Dom style with the Bastion being banned. I think it could still work with maybe the Soj, the Freya, something like that. But Bastion definitely a staple of that comp, so it's a good ban from dark mode.
Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens here. I'll go ahead and throw a pred on for my chat as we wait and see what goes on. But that would be the perfect draft in my opinion for Dark Mode. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The ban is in from Avidity. These lineups starting to finalize, and I think we're at least waiting 3 minutes. Everyone's waiting to wait today anyway, so we'll just wait. We'll see if the match room gets put on hold or what. Hopefully Triplet's back now and things can just resume as normal. We'll get into this one hopefully shortly. I heard there was nationwide outages going around today. I haven't heard anything about that, but I believe you had family, so hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, too many AI tongue support means have been generated, so Triple T's internet's going offline due to that. Hopefully no more outages. I think there's some storm wherever he lives. So
We actually had our weather people. There was like supposedly a really really bad storm coming through like last week, and everyone was trying to like leave campus and stuff. And the storm like we had like storm chasers out here and stuff. And the storm lasted like maybe like 45 minutes of light rain, and then it was over. I was like, wow, like the most hyped up
yeah,
storm ever just for like nothing to happen.
I swear that's like a recent trend, like fear mongering storms. Like I don't know why that's like been like a recent trend. Like I don't remember it being like this when I was like younger.
100%. I'm taking a look at these games that I could potentially hop into after. Project Nomad versus Carter Garden, two top 16, which we misses playoffs. Claim 7-7 versus Let's Eat. I actually thought that would be a fun game. I actually think that could be a good one. I'll probably choose one that's 1-1 by the time this match ends, as long as we get through this fairly quickly. Is it raining here right now? I swear I just saw lightning go off. Huh, maybe not. I don't know what's going on, bro. Maybe I should check my weather app.
Where are you? Are you in Kentucky?
Yeah, it is raining. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Oh, also my like IRL friends, they're trying to plan a summer trip for next year, and the call is happening like right now.
We got important business to attend
I
to in
know.
FaceIt Masters, so that's gonna have to wait.
I've never show up to the vacation calls because they know I'll just go wherever as long as it's not like something stupid and crazy.
Yeah, it's the opposite. I'm usually the one planning everything, so I have to, and no one wants to call, so I just do it through text, and that makes it so much harder. So
It is really hard. I envy you. Well, we did last year. We're not doing one this year, but last year we went to Costa Rica, and like my friend like planned the whole itinerary and stuff, and so uh I like was not super like on board with like going out of country. I don't really know why. It was a really fun trip, but we had three like Airbnb plans because we were gonna stay like 2 nights in like each city. It looks like the Matchroom is gonna go on hold here. Um, so I continue to tell my story. So yeah, we're spending 2 nights at each city. We had 3 Airbnbs, and I was like, I'm not going to book one of the Airbnbs. Like, I'm not gonna be that guy because like my friend group, like we have like one of those people who would just like trash shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and if he's not responsible, like I don't want to be the guy who's like getting the fucking charge for like the fucking uncleanliness and shit. And so I was like, I'm not booking it. And so it's like a war of attrition in the group chat because we all know we need to book it, and like no one is booking it. And eventually, I got really drunk one night, and I was like, and I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, "Bro, we need a book." And I was like, "Look, if I book one, will you just fucking book one so we can just fucking move on?" And so I ended up booking one, and it was and nothing happened, but it was a really really fun trip. But I'm not the planner, bro. Like it is not my thing. I don't know why I did that. Like I woke up the next day and I was like, why did I book the Airbnb?
yeah, dude. I mean, I swear, like Airbnb hosts are like sharks now because they will charge you for the dumbest shit ever. Like, I hate booking the Airbnbs too. So, one thing that's a nice perk of being the planner is I usually get to delegate someone else booking the Airbnb because I do all the planning. So it's kind of a nice perk, but then you also still have to plan. But it is what it is.
Also, I don't know if this band's gonna hold, but it's a Doomfist band from Avidity here, and it's Dorado pick
Int-
now as well.
Interesting.
Is this like
Dorado.
leaked tech? Did they get one of your comps leaked, bro?
Dude, we don't play Doomfist
Oh,
unless it's Vex on tank.
oh, sweet. Well, Doomfist is banned by Avidity. It is still the Bastion ban from DarkMode, and we're going to Dorado now. So I'll go over to map pool as we wait for this one to start, so everyone can see where we're at right now. Avidity trying to close it out here in DarkMode, trying to send this to a 5th map. It's been a good one so far. Hopefully, it continues to deliver.
Yeah, I would like to see a bounce back from dark mode here. 2-1 right now, up for Avidity. Honestly, the maps that Avidity has won, I don't really think it's because of, you know, Avidity playing so great. I think it's more so dark mode letting them play into their, or sorry, kind of playing into Avidity's game, playing poor comp matchups, playing, Lucio, Cass, and some Malgaven. So I'd like to see some swaps from dark mode here. Dorado's going to be interesting, so I doubt Pella will pull out the Mauger here. Maybe we're going to see the ball from Pella. Bastion is banned, and Doomfist is banned as well, so not really sure what that ban's all about, but dark mode on the attack now, looking to keep this series alive.
Yeah, we'll see what they're able to do. I'm really, really excited for this map. I think DarkMode's draft is really strong here. The Bastion taken away. So let's see what happens. But
Yeah,
yeah.
let's see what each team's hovering.
It's gonna have to be generational. Also, on FaceIt, it says it's re-ulted for me, but it is just not. So maybe I have to reload my page, bro. FaceIt a little bit. Yeah, now it's all good. Oh, it's Domina and Jetpack Cat bans. Oh wow, I was completely wrong.
Oh. Who banned who? We banned Jetpack Cat?
I don't know. Who banned JPC? It had to be Avidity.
Yeah.
Okay, ask the chat. They got me.
And we banned Domina?
Yeah.
I don't like that ban from us on Dorado.
I don't like it either. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Bastion ban was the move, bro. It was so perfect. But Jetpack got taken away by Avidity. Kind of shoots themselves in the foot here. Is Vex on the Widow. Looking for an early kill here.
Yeah, if anybody saw Vex yesterday on the Widow, he was making some magic happen. 2 kills on the manually instantly. Unfortunately, not a kill yet for Vex here. Able to find that headshot on the Pella, goes back into spawn, looks for another angle, hook, shot goes wide. But Widow able to provide a lot of pressure for dark mode. Triple T now on that Mizuki into the Winston. So very classic comp coming out from Avidity. Monkey on a Brig. Don't really typically see that in FaceIt Masters here.
So he gets chained by Triplet there, but still able to stay healthy and alive as DarkMode. Just kind of forcing the card here. They need to get it under the bridge. I mean, Chicken starting to mark it out here, trying to prevent DarkMode from moving the card any further. Pella just kind of lurking on this high ground.
Probably.
Very, very slow and very, very patient and methodical. DarkMode gonna have to make a move to do something here. Vex probably needs to open something up with some significant damage or a kill on Widow. As Pella making the dive on the Widow, but Vex still very, very healthy.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Krawi go in with a Malthus Reaper TP here. It's going to be super hard for Krawi to find any value if he's kind of just chasing this monkey around the whole time. I think that's what Avidity wants them to do. So, you know, I'd like to see less peel from this monkey and more action from DarkMode. I want to see Malthus TP in there and Krawi look for the follow-up fly.
Yeah, point still kind of getting forced here. Vex coming up on the side. Switch coming up on Akirish as well. Not just almost has the dude. Graveyard and Nano. See who gets their ult first and able to potentially win a fight. As Card just getting forced up pretty hard here, fella. Just kind of sitting on the corner. And neither team really getting anything done right now. Vex, I think it may be time to swap. Oh, I fucking lied. It is not time to swap. Noctis absolutely gone as Vex is going to get traded here, but opportunity for Krawi to eventually find something on the Diva against DMAC and is going to have to find a way to either die or get back in the mech here. With Triplet dying, I think Avidity should be able to win this fight, and Krawi may be brutally staggered out.
Yeah, Avidity with you know, doing a very good job of not really playing in Vex's LOS. Vex able to find Noxus with the Widow, but unfortunately Avidity had the Nano online. Pella goes in, just instantly kills the DarkMode backline. Vex now on this Freya, looking to do a bit more work, more resistant damage with the Freya as opposed to the Widowmaker. Krawi's still not in the suit, about to get it here at 2%. DarkMode should be able to take this next fight. Again, I'd like to see DarkMode be a little bit more proactive. They're kind of just waiting for the monkey to do something. Good nade eat from Krawi onto the Ana and a pulse seek. Krawi just getting so much here on this Diva.
Oh, Vex really low, but Graveyard's dead. I think Vex may trade here, but actually really healthy. Krawi a little bit low, has the bomb though. Should be able to get back in this mech, but Switch has to stay alive. Malthus able to take care of Noxus, and it looks like DarkMode is starting to break through a little bit here. Pella investing the Primal. He needs to find something really good here. Is Switch able to stay alive, and I think Pella's Primal not going to really find anything. We'll see if Avidity want to recontest this point at all. Is Pella at least going to get this touch? We Chicken here as well, but without the Primal, is Winston going to get absolutely melted by this Reaper and this Freya.
Yeah, interesting Primal there from Pella. A bit of a white boy Primal, not really able to find much value. Maybe he was looking for Graveyard to come back and heal him up, but Graveyard not able to make it back in time. And a good force point cap for DarkMode was looking a little bit shaky there, but able to secure it. And 3 minutes on the clock here now, under out a second.
Yeah, we'll see if they can start building some momentum. I think Freya is really strong against Winston, so I like the swap from Vex. Already has a bullet. Switch held onto the Curie rush as well, and this rush on the high ground could be really strong as Vex is just going to push this card.
Yeah, Vex has been able to find a lot of value here on this Freya so far. Malthus with the Reaper ult. I want to see what he's able to do. It's going to be super hard for Malthus to kind of get anything done with this Reaper ult into the enemy team's composition, especially with the Brick Bash, the On Sleep, all that. DarkMode just kind of pushing the car here. I really like this from DarkMode, just forcing the OBJ. You know, DarkMode has better OBJ pressure with the Mizuki, with the Diva, and the rush comes out for Switch. Instantly finds Pella. Noxus with the high noon to counter. Regime with the rally. So many ults being popped here, but it's looking like it's favoring DarkMode.
Yeah, DarkMode, they're somehow coming out with what looks like a fight win. Noxus looking for a trade on the cast. We're not going to find anything. Vex finds the finisher in DarkMode. Big fight win there. Rally came out. High noon came out. And they're going to win it with the Bola and the Curie Rush. Honestly, actually, DarkMode kind of used a lot there. I'm not going to lie. But the fight win actually is super important in my opinion, so I'm fine with it. Krawi needs to get in the mech ASAP though. This Nano turn is going to be so strong as Pella is going to find Vex with it, which is way too much damage.
Switch the trade though.
Able to find a trade, yeah. We'll see. Krawi still out of the suit. Malthus has the Reaper Blossom.
Yeah, although Avidity didn't get any kills on the board in that last fight, they did trade the mech, and that's essentially the same thing as getting a kill onto the Diva. Krawi kind of unable to play the fight until he gets that mech back. Mech is now back online. Both picks from either side are back in the team fight. Malthus with the Reaper ult. I really want to see what he's able to do here. It's going to be kind of rough. Vex gets first pick, and the pulse connects on the McChicken, but a huge Suzer from Switch to counteract it. DarkMode now down 1, looking to make something happen here in this fight.
Yeah, Switch really low, but gonna be able to kill McChicken here, evening the odds up. Malthus still has the Blossom. The ult's starting to build for both teams as well. Pella gonna have the Primal for this. We'll see if Malthus maybe finds a big Blossom in the backline. Switch coming up on the rush here. Really impactful ult, but Malthus gonna TP in, immediately slept by Graveyard, and gonna use the Blossom here. We're gonna get booped off the map by Pella.
but Crowley moves Graveyard.
Being able to clean up Switch. As Pella is going to die here. Crowley using the bomb here just to stay up, and McChicken really, really low on the Tracer. As DarkMode pushing this one in. McChicken going to try and get a touch.
Super low on the point.
It's Noxious.
Noxious might die.
Here as well, and McChicken here with Regime. Able to find the trade on the triplet. Crowley, though, in the mech and doesn't have the bomb, so deep out of the mech might end this fight. You see Vex already playing for the reset, but going to die here, and Avidity win this fight with the help of the rally of Regime, but you're not going to have it for the next fight. Big
yeah, super scrappy fight from both teams there. Crowley able to get some trades in the backline, but it's not enough once he loses that mech. Huge rally from Regime to secure the fight win. Switch does have that rush here online. I'd like to see DarkMode go to the cart, get that rush on the cart, and it should be pretty hard for Avidity to counter it. No ults online except for that. Actually, never mind, they got 3 ults soon, so let me take that back. But T does almost have the Sanctuary as well, so I want to see DarkMode get to the cart here, pop that rush down, build that Sanctuary, and pop it in the mid fight.
Yeah, Switch is honestly in a really good rotation here. Like, Rush is going to be onto the cart. Pella doesn't have a Primal here, but Graveyard going to have a Nano. Switch really, really low, and Pella going to find the kill here. Overclock out from Noxious, looking to finish this one off, and Triplet going to fall, but trades are here for DarkMode. 3v2 in Avidity's favor.
Super low.
Crowley evens the odds up into a 3v3, and Pella is just way too healthy on the point with Malthus falling. The Baby Diva, way too much left to do in Avidity. Really, really nice hold found here on the second point in DarkMode. Going to have to find a really, really good defense to send this to a 5th map.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight Graveyard actually putting in a lot of work here on this Ana. Really good nanos, really good nades. Crowley trying to counteract that on the Diva, but he's just not able to get it done here on this second point. I would have liked to see Malthus actually opt for the Tracer instead of the Reaper. I think the Reaper is super hard, especially on Dorado's second into that on a brick composition. It's super hard to kind of get your TPs off. You get bashed, you get slapped, etc., etc. But DarkMode, I mean, this is still definitely winnable for them. I'd like to remind them that if they lose this map, they are out of the series. So let's please lock in, guys. Yeah, let's see what comp we decide to play here on this defense. I like the comps there from DarkMode. I don't think the comp was the issue. Maybe a Tracer swap, as I said, for the Reaper, but other than that, I think just really good plays from Avidity on a Monkey comp.
Yeah, Avidity looks really, really good. We'll see if they're able to get the same kind of result on the attack here with DarkMode. They're coming back out on this Diva Reaper look. I think a lot of damage onto Pella. So I think Avidity are going to have their hands a little bit full, but I think they also do kind of have the talent to definitely break this one through. We'll see what they end up actually playing here as well as Graveyard covering the Alaria for now. I don't know if that one's going to stick. I think it's going to be the Ana break again.
My favorite moisturizer.
But you never know.
Got any recommendations?
Yeah, probably the Ana break. Graveyard, I think, really likes that Ana, one of those players in FaceIt Masters alongside Switch who probably prefers the Ana over the Kiri. Oh, break. Messages coming out in the match chat here. Triple T still on that Mizuki. Crowley on the Diva, Vex on that Freya. Malthus sticking to the Reaper. Not opposed to it. So Noxious actually on the Widow though. So we'll see if he's able to find any opening picks here.
Yeah, Noxious. See what he can find. It may just end up swapping off here, but looks like committing to it. So we'll see if the Widow starts to get online here. Is Crowley going to stop the cart really, really early? Going to make Avidity take as long as possible to find this walk up. You cannot give Noxious a kill down. That is one way to throw this first point hold away. Vex him out. They'll play with Fate a little bit.
Getting
but
cheeky. Yeah, just wide peeking Noxious, but I guess they just don't respect him. Noxious not able to connect the headshot onto either, and putting in a lot of pressure though on this Widow. DarkMode forced to back up all the way behind.
Oh
What
my
an insane shot from Noxious.
Massive opener here. DarkMode, that's exactly what you didn't want to happen. Noxious starting to walk up, looking for more. He's hungry for this, but the cart stopping to move right now is Pella looking for a hit onto the backline. Switch has his TP for us, just trying to stay alive for now. Pella gonna get chained back here. Will be able to make it out, it looks like, but taking a lot of damage here. Vex over to the Tracer himself here. Off the Freya. DarkMode trying to hold on to this one. Graveyard coming up on a nano pretty quickly. Pella being very, very patient here.
Avidity's Wincon here is kind of just playing for that nano boost. 70% already for Graveyard. Pella just really likes to ping pong in and out of the fight. Build that nano charge for Graveyard. And then once Graveyard has that nano, they look for an engage. Huge nade onto Crowley though. Crowley falling super low here on this point, but able to get healed back up by Switch and Triple T. Noxious still on that Widow, kind of just sitting up top and putting a lot of pressure on DarkMode. DarkMode not even really able to peek just because of that Widow presence. Doesn't even have to get a kill. He's already just providing so much pressure.
What a sleep from Graveyard. Vex going to fall here. Noxious able to clean up on Graveyard's hard work, and we'll see if Avidity finally can get over the line here. Switch coming up on the Kiri rush. DarkMode, they have a little bit of space to give. I think they need to give as much as possible, but Noxious going to clean up the Mizuki as well. Switch could still invest the Cure Rush into this, as Vex should be on his way back. Crowley, though, kind of stuck in the back line, not a lot of health to work with in this cart. About to get pushed and his Noxious really, really low, but going to get cared and rush out on the cart, but we're not able to touch.
Oh my god.
This rush going to go to the waste. Is 4 minutes for Avidity to work with on the second point. They just need to get this one to the end, and they will win this series 3-1.
Yes, it's not looking great for DarkMode. Rush invested without the touch, and probably unfortunately had the kite there. Was falling super low due to the nade from Graveyard. Well placed nade from Graveyard. Graveyard kind of just doing it all here on the Ana on Dorado. Walls are online from Noxious now, and Noxious, I really don't want to understate how much he's doing here on this Widow, although he's not in the kill feed all the time. He's just putting on so much pressure, but the pulse from Vex takes down the wall, so huge kill from Vex to maybe get DarkMode back into this map. Yeah,
Crowley stopping the cart right now. They know they need to make this 2 fights, so I think doing a nice job of that. Noxious swapping over to the Sojourn now. DarkMode. Supreme Rain over to the high ground as the one clip is so gross on a McChicken. Vex. What a kill. Now looking for the backline, but immediately traded by Graveyard. His regime using the rally. Mouthful investing the Blossom here, but no kills found as Nano coming out. Mizuki ult used in Pella, investing the Primal as well. Avidity should win this team fight. They've dropped so many ults in for it. Triplet eventually going to fall here as Crowley dead on the point, not going to get staggered though. And DarkMode, they're going to have a recontest here, and they did get basically every ult out of Avidity in the previous fight. Just not a lot for them to work with themselves.
Yeah, Pella and Graveyard just absolute MVPs of this map, doing so much on that on a monkey. Really good synergy between those two. I think they've played for a while now here. I think Vex is getting caught out a lot free fight, getting a little overzealous on the Tracer. I don't even know if Tracer's the best pick here. I'd like to see Malthol actually on the Tracer and Vex over back to that hit scan, but a huge early kill onto Graveyard from Crowley and Malthol, and Noxious soon to fall as well, unless he gets healed by the Brig, yep. But
yeah, Pella really
still in this.
And going to die here, yeah, DarkMode, signs of life. They're going to stuff Avidity all the way back to the spawn. As Crowley cleans up these last 2. We'll see if they can hold for the remaining 2 minutes here. Avidity, the big problem is they have a lot of space to go to get to this cart, right? They have to kind of stage their fight out. This on a break is a really, really slow to rotate backline. So we'll see if DarkMode can kind of take advantage of it or not. Switch is coming up on his own carry rush. I think it needs to use one this fight, just so he has one by the time last fight is here. If DarkMode can continue to hold on. You see Avidity just kind of rotating towards the coast side of the map.
Yeah, really good rotation from Avidity, taking that left side. Really good angle for Graveyard there on that Ana. DarkMode kind of flipping the map. I like that. I'd actually like to see Vex maybe go over to the Ash. I think the Bob is super strong here on the second point. I wouldn't like. Oh wow, huge kill from Chicken. Vex
big
getting
diff
caught
early
out all
on
map along.
To Vex and Switch. Still has his Curie Rush to hit. Being looked for as Curie Rush is out into the high ground. Graveyard really, really low, and Crowley trying to find this kill onto the back line as looks like Regime and Graveyard gonna die here, so big trades from Crowley, keeping DarkMode alive. A minute 30 remaining as Noxious gets cleaned up. Pella dead as well. McChicken able to make it out, so DarkMode is not out of it yet. The Curious was used there. They didn't use anything else. And Avidity trying to build up all 5 of these ults, it almost feels like. This Nano OC could be a problem, but DarkMode, they should need to be very, very frugal with how they want to use these ults, and they need to make sure that Switch can build a second carry rush here by the time this minute's up.
Yeah. If DarkMode plays this correctly, this could be the last fight. I think that was a beautiful rush from Switch, perfectly placed onto the backline of Avidity. Crowley able to capitalize on it, getting the kills onto Regime, onto Graveyard. Avidity forced to back up a little bit here, but they do have 5 ults coming online soon, so it's going to be very hard for DarkMode to kind of counteract that. I would like to see a Sanctuary from Triple T once the Nano OC goes out. Crowley looking to poke. Graveyard falling super low free fight once again.
Here. And McChicken's dead. Graveyard dies as well. Mouthful investing in the Blossom here. Pella did receive the Nano and looking for trades. Looks like nothing really going to be found here. This Crowley trying to group towards the point care, trying to be given by Triplet as Pella going to get chained here, and Noxious going to feel it, investing the overclock here, starting to flank Triplet. You got to be careful here, getting bounced around. Crowley really, really nice defense matrix to peel, but Vex gets taken down. What a shot from Noxious. And Avidity, they're trying to end the map here as Noxious finds a second. Crowley, this one the trade has the bomb available. And Pella's dead.
From Crowley.
Crowley's still alive in this mech somehow. Switch trying to keep him alive. This Mouthful gonna get slept and killed. Crowley investing the bomb here, but has to find a way to get back in the mech. And is going to. It's Triplet going over to the Lucio here. The ult bank's dry for Avidity. And Vex finds McChicken. Crowley kills Noxious. There's just Graveyard left. And DarkMode, they hold out here. We're going to a 5th map.
Wow. Oh my god. Crowley just did everything there on that last fight. Able to get back in the map, gets 2 kills onto Regime, onto Pella, with the play of the game as well as the cherry on top. Wow. Crowley just absolute MVP on that map. I really want to see Vex lock the fuck in. He was getting picked off pre-fight almost every fight there on that Dorado. Again, highlight reel from Crowley. Wow, what a performance from Crowley. 22-3. Despite the heroics from Pellet and Graveyard, DarkMode able to secure that map 4 victory, and we're taking us to map 5.
Yeah, we're going to get a push map 5 here. DarkMode, that was as scrappy as it could be. Crowley down the stretch there. So impactful. I don't know how many final blows he got, but he had so many. He was always in the kill feed, not just almost ended the game there, but DarkMode. We're going to get a map 5 here. Their Domino ban has been used. We'll see where Avidity want to go for push. It's New Queen Street or Runasapi. I have a feeling it is going to be... I was going to say Runasapi, but they chose New Queen Street, so hey, I don't know anything.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. I really thought it was over for DarkMode, but Crowley just showing why he is the brick wall, and just putting on all the pressure onto Avidity, and wow, this has just proven to be an excellent series so far, Parker.
It really has. DarkMode, they deliver, man. We're on a map 5 again. Hey, you can't say anything about this team. They got the grit. They've proven that they're able to close out these really, really close series as well. We'll see what they're able to do here as we're waiting on this Avidity ban. They're talking this one over, and I'm going to grab another Coke Zero.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you on that one too.
Okay, I'm back. Whew. Got the Coke
Yeah,
Zero
Coke
cherry.
Zero as well.
Per
It's
usual.
Map 5.
Anti-clutch from the big beard. Chat lighten up. They're ready for this map 5, just like we are. This is a playoff implication level series. I didn't see what the ban was. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out, though.
Yeah, that was some crazy attacker's advantage witness right there.
Attacker's advantage victory, man. You can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Although, Lukey, how'd they lose with those ults, fam? I don't know, AST. I have absolutely no clue. Aren't you in a series right now, fam? Like, we gotta lock in, man.
Yeah, that guy loves reading chat mid-game.
Okay. Fallen's up 2 on team missing. Leica took map 1 on Artemis. Oh, I don't think they have a
Really?
match. I lied. Sorry, AST. I was unfamiliar with your game. That's on me, bro. Grimoire won map 1 against Nightmare? Really?
Really? Maybe Grimoire is better than we thought.
What's happening, bro? That's like an actual useless game because neither team can. Grimoire can't qualify, and Nightmare have clinched playoffs. But like, that would be just like such a random upset. Like, I don't know if they're
Yeah,
up
I
2-0 or if they won the first map 2-0. Because sometimes it bugs. But I mean, hey, Grimoire, maybe getting it done. Let's gamble, bro. Map 5 pred. Thank you, mods. All the money getting spent. And lineups are locked here. We'll be getting into this one soon. It is a New Queen Street map 5. Here
Queen Street.
is
Okay,
the
that's gonna be
series so
super
far.
strong for Avidity. Honestly, the ball on a really good map pick from Avidity. Actually, I think they're gonna pull out those two heroes. So see what dark mode opts to play here. I actually really like the Mizuki from Triple T. I think that Sanctuary proved to be a super good counter for that Nano OC. Nox is not able to find much value with it. Despite Avidity having 5 ults on that last fight, they weren't able to secure it.
Yeah, Avidity. I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you. AST said it. How did they lose? I don't know. Dark mode, though, they dug deep, man. That's the inner dog in you. Sometimes you just got to be able to win, and I guess they just did it, man. They had it in them. They had the secret sauce or something. I don't know. But this map 5, it's going to be a dogfight. We'll see what these teams want to play. New Queen Street, definitely an interesting choice. I feel like a lot of teams definitely prefer Runasapi more often, so we'll see what's happening. But yeah,
I predict we're gonna see some on a cat maybe from Avidity. I think Regime is able to flex over to that cat, and Graveyard wants to maybe play that Ana. I'm not sure what the bans were. I don't know if you caught them.
I did not catch them, but we'll probably be able to figure it out. I could have figured out the last one. I don't know why Avidity would ever ban Domino, but
yeah.
Also, the present chat, it's 19K versus 21K. Now 20K versus 21K. It's down to the wire, man. And no one knows where this series is going to go. And the bans are Malga and Bastion.
Malga and Bastion. Okay. I'm assuming dark mode ban Malga.
That would make a lot of sense. I am down with that.
I doubt they ban Malga because they probably prefer to play Malga.
I can get behind that. I'm gonna swap the team sides here, get these bans locked in. We will see what we are working with. Avidity Bastion ban, Dark Mode Malga ban. Hey.
DarkMode with the Malga ban. Yep.
I think we have that locked in. Yeah, we're good. We didn't catch a single fucking ban on these last 2 maps, bro.
Dude,
Elko
I wish
bro.
FaceIt, yeah, like they just need to like make it so you can see it. Also, I don't know why they don't make it so you can see who banned what. Like, that would be a pretty easy fix,
that is something that has been recommended. I don't know what happened on the dev pipeline, but
yeah, FaceIt, you guys need to hire me. I'll fix that up.
oh, Link has no power, bro. That's my he's the GOAT, bro. That's the guy who gives me all the tiebreaker scenarios. He's like a Wikipedia editor. He crunches it all, and then I get to tweet it because he doesn't tweet anything.
Dude, the Overwatch community is carried by like 3 guys on Wikipedia.
Literally, bro. Link is so passionate, bro. He's actually the GOAT. I'm so happy that he was like messaging me. Was like, hey, thanks for streaming the game. I needed to get like the bans or something because it doesn't show on the FaceIt website. And I was like, no worries, bro. And then he just like has been around ever since. Really great resources. Link, if you're watching, I love you, brother. Maybe I'll give you VIP if you type in the chat. Because he helps you on the side, you know, whatever it means. But we're finally getting into this map 5. We'll see what these teams want to play.
Yeah, this map 5 is going to be super interesting. Like I said earlier, I really think that Avidity might opt for that on a cat. Not sure if they pull it out. I think it's super strong for them with the ball as well. I think DarkMode should stick to that Diva style. Maybe pull out the Mizuki once again. I don't really know why they banned Bastion. I mean, I don't think we were even planning to play Cat Bastion here, but maybe we were. What do I know? But it's going to be interesting nonetheless. Map 5, you know, this is all we could have asked for as, you know, lovers of the game. But
True, very true. Heavy on lover of the game, but we'll see what these teams want to play. Dark Mode, it's over to the Diva once again. And we did talk about it, the Pella Ball on New Queen Street is going to be quite a strong pick.
Dream on that Wu Yang, interesting pick. I think he's still in spawn, so probably going to switch over. But Triple T on that Cat, next on that Cass. Oh, Regime actually swapping.
Oh, wait.
Oh, they're involved in Domina.
Whoa. This is not what we were expecting.
Interesting.
Domina look, no Bastion. McChicken playing the Symmetra. Hey, things are looking scary here. We'll see what happens as Dark Mode. Get to see what they are dealing with here. We'll get Pella on the Domina.
Yeah, I think on paper, Dark Mode's comp is favored because you can kind of take your cast. You know, the win con for Pella's team is you know, TPing onto the enemy team's hit scan and kind of just blowing him up. But with the Cat available, Vex is kind of be able to just get flown around by Triple T, able to evade the hit whenever possible. TP goes out from McChicken onto Crowley. Crowley falling super low, having to kite a lot. I do think that Avidity has much better point pressure than Dark Mode, so I want to make sure Dark Mode's able to get that point. Maltho with the touch. Hiding away now.
Yeah, Pella gonna come to the point now. Dark Mode maybe need to capitalize on something on the high ground, but Vex is so low. Crowley trying to find something as well. Avidity just kind of pushing the cart for now. I think the Symmetra also really hard to for Crowley to just kind of sit here and touch. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be super hard for Crowley to touch, and Dark Mode is just to take as many angles as possible to prevent them kind of pushing the cart for free. TP comes out from McChicken back up to the high ground. Avidity playing this super well. They look like very seasoned on the Symmetra comp, to be honest with you.
I mean, I feel like it's something they've been practicing for so long. I added the McCubey emote in my chat because it is very true. McChicken, very strong on Symmetra. The TP comes out with Vex, able to take care of the Symmetra early. Regime able to get carried up by Graveyard here. Is the High Noon getting used, and he's going to get airdropped right into the supports. Graveyard and Regime fall. Pella isolated on the point. Going to be the next. It's Vex. A nice little 3K. Make it 4 for him.
Yeah, with the opener on McChicken at the beginning. So Vex with 5 kills on the fight. Beautiful Suzu from Switch, able to save Crowley from losing that mech. Again, a mech loss in this comp is absolutely brutal. Avidity will be able to just kind of run on the point for free. Ult's coming online for both teams here. Switch 76%, but Graveyard already to that carry rush, so I'd like to see an early rush from Graveyard onto the point here, force Dark Mode to run away. And I want to see Dark Mode actually kite that out and come back.
Oh, McChicken! Oh my
Vex
god!
With another kill.
Triple tap on the head, by the way. Pulse from Maltho.
Pulse on the wow.
finds the kill too. Vex able to clean up Regime before dying. It's just Pella and Graveyard left, and another fight win for Dark Mode. No way,
Yeah, Vex. I think he watched the stream because he locked the fuck in on this map. He is turning up on the Cassidy. Vex, super strong hit scan player. Recent pickup for Dark Mode actually. So coming into this FaceIt Masters season, very controversial player, but proving that he has the skill to back up his words here on this New Queen Street.
Yeah, and Pella going over to the ball. McChicken on the Tracer now. You force them off their Domino look. And the cap is going to be found for Dark Mode. Close spawn's activated. Graveyard has this Curie Rush switch, has a Tamir. See how they want to take this next fight. Vex has another Cat Noon.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see Avidity kind of panic here, swapping over to that ball. Maybe a comfort pick for them, but Vex does get first pick. Switch with the Curie Rush on point, though, so Dark Mode still able to get some point cap, and Pella might actually get traded out here, falling super low. Unfortunately, Crowley loses the mag. Does have the bomb, though. Maybe Triple T is going to pick it up. No, but Crowley gets back in the mag. High Noon is online for Vex once he comes back, and I'd like to see a Cat Noon. Dark Mode's still kind of pushing the car here a little bit, so not the worst thing in the world despite losing Vex.
Yeah, and Cat Noon's out. We'll see if he's able to find anything. Nox just able to survive. Noon not going to find anything, but Regime, you can't Ajax. He's not going to. The
huge stun from Triple T.
So strong is Noxious. So one in the room. The overclock going to get canceled. McChicken's pulse bomb not going to do enough here. Does DMAC Crowley and does find the kill, but Dark Mode still winning this fight. 4v3 in their favor. Pella still alive on the ball as Cart getting moved by Malthol. Has his pulse bomb available here if he wants to look for it, but I think both teams are just going to kind of stall out here. Respawns should favor Avidity slightly.
Yeah, despite the numbers advantage for Dark Mode, losing the tank is pretty brutal for Dark Mode. Crowley not able to come back fast enough, so Dark Mode forced it back up. Vex now on this off angle, finding a headshot on Noxious. Taking the chill pill though, getting flown up by Triple T onto this high ground. Vex has been doing so much here on this map.
Yeah, Vex really starting to turn it up here. Almost has another high noon as McChicken's going to get taken care of. And Avidity just cannot find any cart percentage right now. His Graveyard really, really low. Uses the Suzu to stay alive. Mouthful.
Huge flash.
Applying a lot of pressure on the Tracer. This cart has been stuck at this like 68-meter mark for like 2 minutes now. Neither team can really get an edge, but it looks like Dark Mode finally going to get to start.
I'd like to see the Cat Noon right now. Let's do it. It's going to be huge.
Vex finds Regime with the Cat Noon. Flashbang.
Oh my god.
Going to find Noxious, and Graveyard gets tapped down as well as Vex. He's starting to feel it, man. He might have like 12 finals right now.
Yeah, Vex probably ate some raw meat before this match. I did hit him with the DM. Go ahead and get some raw liver in there, and it's looking like his performance matches his. Oh, wow. Okay.
He checked Noxious. Make sure Vex knows it's not free around here. Going to go over to the Cassidy himself and Avidity. They're going to stop the cart here. 100 meters for Dark Mode, an 79-meter lead, but we'll see if Avidity can find their way back into this one. They have the Curious, they have the Mines, but Dark Mode, quite a lot of ults at their disposal as well, and Graveyard getting marked out really, really hard here by Malthol.
Yeah, Crowley flying on him. You know, despite Dark Mode having a 100-meter lead, it is not over. Anything can happen here on push, especially on maps like New Queen Street, where, you know, it's very easily turnable. But Pella falling solo in the pre-fight has to fight out, and now Crowley just on this cart looking for Regime. Regime falling super low, but the rush is out from Graveyard, gonna force Crowley to back out. Suzu comes out from Switch and his rush to match, and Crowley just doing so much work here on this diva, but Pella with the huge slam finds two. You know,
yeah, a little 3K for Pella here. Triplet moving the cart, really heads up play from the Cat as Crowley is going to get D-Mag. Makes it to the cart, will not get staggered, and Avidity, they're going to win the team fight, honestly. Like, all things considered, that is a really big team fight win for them. They've mirrored rushes, and that's about all that happened. So that's one way for them to find their way back into this one. Dark Mode, try and get these close spawns. It looks like they are going to all get them here. So next team fight going to get taken really, really quickly. And Avidity, this is a must-win team fight with 3 minutes 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Crowley just going to touch the card.
Yeah, not the worst fight loss in the world for Dark Mode, only kind of using those rushes there. That was kind of a...
Oh my lord, it's McChicken time. Big pulse bomb opens it up. No DPS for Dark Mode. That's going to be another fight win for Avidity, and they're looking for a follow-up here as Crowley just has to get out, and Avidity, they're not going to roll over and die here. Threatening for this checkpoint cap. And they have quite a lot.
Yeah, Avidity's still in this one. I think actually McChicken stuck Malthol there, and then Malthol recalled right into Vex. So a bit unfortunate on the side of Malthol, but Avidity looking to get this checkpoint here. Lots of ults coming online for Dark Mode, though. I'd like to see the Cat Noon come online for Vex. Looks like he's going to pop it here soon. Regime falling super low in this room. Vex going all the way in, and the beat comes out from Regime, able to save them. And another fight win for Avidity here. Hopefully
yeah, Avidity, man, they're making it close. McChicken cleaning stuff up at the end of this one.
Trade from Switch.
And Avidity, they're not going to roll over and die here. They're going to find this first checkpoint cap. The gap narrows every second that this match goes on. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. It's really anyone's game right now. Avidity should be getting a little bit more meterage after this checkpoint. We'll see if DarkMode can find a recontest here with basically 5 ults in the bank.
Yeah, despite DarkMode losing that fight, they did not use any ults for Regime's beat, so it's not the worst thing in the world, and they still have 4 ults here online, almost 5, but Vex gets caught out by the flank from Noxious and Regime. Absolute huge heads-up play from Avidity. Avidity kind of setting the tempo, but the cart's still kind of in DarkMode's favor. Triple T staying alive, McChicken falling super low here.
Oh, Malthul's dead. McChicken
Oh,
trying to stay alive, and looks like will be able to, as Avidity starting to move the cart all the way back to the 57-meter mark. And Crowd gonna get slammed here. Should be a really clean recontest for DarkMode. They have 5 ults. This is a fight that you cannot lose.
yeah, I really want to see the Cat Noon. Cat Noon goes off. Avidity seemingly ready for it. Pops their rush. Switch with his rush and 1%. Doesn't pop it just quite yet. Pella forced to kite out from the ball. Chicken falling super low, actually getting caught out there on that trace, and rare misplay from McChicken. But Avidity still pushing the cart here. I'd like to see DarkMode get on the cart, look for the kill onto Pella. Maybe, you know, probably fly on a graveyard, and Vex looking to take some space here. Avidity backing out.
Yeah, Avidity, the gap's narrowed. It's basically 25 meters away. We'll see if they're able to close this one out of DarkMode. Not going to lose this lead. There's so many ults available here as the high noon out from Noxious and Triplet's gone. And Avidity, they're making things close here. Switch falling. Vex is dead. Graveyard clean up a nice 2 here on the Kiriko, and Crowley just dying on the point. DarkMode just refused to use an ultimate right now, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to see DarkMode kind of go first there, where they have 4 ults online and been holding them for about 2-3 minutes here. And Noxious with another kill on a Malthul, the McCree, sorry, Cassidy perk, right-click headshot, just kind of one-shots Malthul. I think DarkMode should be able to get a touch here before Avidity get the lead, but this last fight's going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, they're trying to make this one last fight for sure. Kirish is going to get used from Switch here, opening things up as Crowley looking for the backline, but the kite from Avidity really strong right now. DarkMode, they get to create a little bit of space for themselves to work with the cart. Now 9 meters away, Avidity, the kite's perfect. Look at Graveyard's rush charge. In DarkMode, they got to end this one now. They need kills now. Catnap pulling people in, but Regime's beat should keep everyone healthy. Crowley so low, still has this bomb available, and Graveyard ever closer to the rush as Malthul finds first blood onto McChicken. 15 seconds remain. This is the last fight. Graveyard has to stay alive.
Needs to fall here.
Malthul coming up on the pulse bomb. Needs to find something here. Graveyard's still alive and healthy as Crowley's so low. Has the bomb. And Triplet can wheel this into the backline. It might be really, really strong here. Is Vex using the Cat Noon. Everyone's in the open. And Regime's going to fall. Noxious, 1 HP. Vex finds 2. Graveyard dead. 3 for Vex. Trying to end this one. Rush on the point. Pella and McChicken. So much left to do. And Vex cleans up a 4th. It's just Pella left. And it looks like DarkMode will not be denied here. A 5K for Vex. And it's over. DarkMode 3-2 in a map 5 victory over Avidity. Holy series, man. And we'll let this entire timer go out here.
Yeah, a bit of a rage quit from Regime there. Absolute monster performance from Vex. You know, was looking a little bit weak there on Dorado, but comes back here and shuts up all of the haters, including myself, on this map 5 New Queen Street. Seems he is made for the moment. It was looking a little bit shaky for DarkMode there at the end. They come up with that 100-meter lead, but just kind of refused to use an ult for about 2-3 minutes there, but they're able to secure that map 5 victory.
Yeah, DarkMode, very, very nice way to end that one. I mean, we were criticizing them pretty hardcore for holding all the ultimates. Luckily, they layered them very, very well in that last fight. The Cat Noon, great opener, and then everything else just kind of naturally fell into place as DarkMode, off the back of that Vex 5K, should be able to win this series. Avidity probably kicking themselves for not being able to finish off that Dorado, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles in DarkMode. They're going to come out on the right side of fate once again today, and they're going to move to 8 wins right now, and inching closer and closer to a playoff berth.
Yeah, huge win from DarkMode. Like we said earlier in the broadcast, it's just kind of do or die for both teams. DarkMode securing that 8th win. Only need 1 more win, I think, to be in that playoff picture, and this was one of the wins that you needed here today. Upcoming matches, though, are going to be a little bit tough, so it's not over for DarkMode. Still need to lock in, carry this momentum, but DarkMode heating up here in the second half of the season.
Yeah, they've really, really turned it around. That's a 3-win streak now. This is a team you have to watch out for, knocking off all of the top dogs. And yes, we said it a little bit at the start. You're at 8 wins. 9 wins is not 100% guaranteed. I think it's just pretty effing good. And then 10 wins does 100% lock you in. 3 games left on the season, Amplify, Exo, and Extinction. Even hunting 1 win is still going to be difficult. But this Dark Mode team, they're coming into form at at just the right time is what I was trying to say. And hey, they look really, really good right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, we can carry this momentum into the matches tomorrow and the day after. It's going to be some tough ones, but really what you want to see from Dark Mode, from losing to Element Normal to kind of on a 3-win streak here. It looks like Triple T actually wants the interview. If we want to get him in.
Yes, but I need to request this other match really quickly, so I need just like a few seconds really quick.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
then I will hop into this one as soon as I can. Let me grab this info for the admin, and I'll drag Mr. Triple T himself into the call, and we'll get an interview going. Okay, broadcast ticket open. Let me go back to here. He's in the waiting room. I'll drag him in. What is up, Triplet, bro? How are you doing?
Hello, hello. How's it going?
What a series, man! Holy cow! Almost lost that Dorado, and you put it together on new Queen Street to win that one 3-2. You moved to 8 wins in the season. How does it feel to have this like drastic turnaround in the last 2 days?
Really good, especially because my mental was like boom to hell when I DC'd from just the storm outside and losing beat. That made me so depressed. We brought it back though, so we win these.
100%.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask a question, Abdul. I'm setting up Prod.
Oh yeah, Triplet. First of all, congratulations on the victory. I've been through Dark Mode through these ups and downs, and seeing us kind of turn it around here in the latter half of the season has been beautiful. What would you kind of attribute that to?
I'd say mostly just us stop being like hesitant and just going, just holding the W key. That, and I also think Mathel's mid fight comms have like really helped a lot most of the time.
Absolutely.
100%, I agree. And coming into this one, Avidity, kind of a weird team right now. They're playing that dominant Bash and Simlic. Is that something you guys were aware of coming in? And what was kind of your plan if you did encounter it?
If we ever went against like the Rhine Sim variant, we just wanted to play Cat Bastion into it. Unfortunately, this map they banned Cat Bastion, but we still wanted to just play Cat stuff in general most of the time. But a lot of the maps it's kind of hard to play Cat, and Lucy's just better.
100%. I do agree. And also, we did not have the time to talk about an MVP so far. I don't know who to give one to be honest. I think everyone played super, super well, but it might have to be Crowley just for that Dorado performance. But I always give the opportunity for you to give out an MVP. I mean, you may have just said Cry, but anyone else, maybe someone who deserves a highlight. Vex, really, really awesome down to the stretch to close that one out. Sorry, I'm doing something on the side trying to get into another one. But how does it? Is there maybe someone else that you want to highlight kind of there?
I think all of us, like, we were a little bit down, honestly, when we lost 2, like, down 2. But I think after Crawley clutched up the Dorado game, we, like, all had our energy back, like, all 5 of us instantly, which really made the difference on the new Queen Street game.
100%. I do agree. I do agree. And what, you guys are inching your way back into the playoff picture I've already talked about. You moved to 8-4. 10 wins will secure you. You have matches against Amplify, Exo, and Extinction left. Any one of those 3 you're really, really excited to potentially play against, especially with this new kind of form, Dark Mode?
I mean, I'm excited to play against any of them, honestly. I think we have a real shot of just, like, winning everything, so I just want to play.
Wow.
100%. It's poetic words, man.
Power statement from Triplet. Triplet, congratulations on the victory. Hopefully catch another one tomorrow, and thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you so much, brother. Is there anything you'd like to say to the stream before you leave, by the way? Sorry. I'm doing things on the side, so the interview's kind of scuffed, but...
I mean, I'm just happy I want to play. I'm ready to win.
Aura.
Aura as fuck. Have a good night, dude. Enjoy the win, and you got another one tomorrow, so you best be locked in to secure that one. Vex says that is not Triple T. I know. I'm using my software, and it just is using that image for whatever reason. I'm trying to change it, but it will not use the Discord PFP, so
I need to go to the stream. What image is it using for me?
Just a dude. Like, it is just giving me a dude for you. Like, I've tried to get your actual PFP for it to be you, but
interesting.
it will not work.
Oh, I know what that is. That's chibi art one of my friends made for me. That's art one of my friends made for me.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's using that, but it is
It's because I also have Discord Reactive on my Streamlabs.
Okay,
That's
there
what
you
I have
go.
it on.
Okay, well, there you
Oh,
go.
that's really funny. Okay.
Well, enjoy the night,
GG's.
dude. Seriously, a really, really good win. And hopefully you guys can
Yeah.
get another one tomorrow.
Yeah, we wouldn't lose. Alright, have a good night.
You too. All right, Abdallah. I don't know what you're doing. I'm hopping into an expert cast after this. I just pinged the admin again because I think they're map over.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and go offline, but thank you
No
again
worries,
for
dude.
casting with me in this match. Great match, lots of fun. So if you're gonna do the one tomorrow, I'll be doing that one. So just let me know.
Okay, sounds good. I will definitely let you know. Thank you so much for the cast, dude. Have a great, great night.
Yeah, peace out, bro.
And I get to go over to single cam. It's just me now, guys. No, I love Abdallah, bro. He's a great caster. My cam is blurry, though. Don't know what's going on with that. We are hopping into claim 777. Good luck and let's eat. That is the one I have chosen. I will update everything on the side as I go. And let me tell you, Claim 77, love the people, but man, like, I hate working with these, like, things. Like, these, like, prod things are so annoying to work with. And, like, it takes me a second to get everything into, like, my system and stuff. So, their logos are just so fucking annoying. No offense to them. Love the people. Lovely people. But, man, guys, you're killing me. Here. Claim 777. Good luck. I'm opening the prod on the side, guys. I'm really sorry. I will throw us in soon as the match starts. And you guys will just spectate somebody while I catch prod up and we get it going in this one. And because I am a little behind, but yeah. It is what it is. I can go ahead and change this to update. I'll grab the bands for this map as well. And I will grab Let's Eat. I will not cast because I need to lock it. Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't have their logos automatically uploaded yet because I haven't casted them.